Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered! You covered 12! I covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
Man, if that intro doesn't get you going, nothing's going to get you going on a Roll Call Friday. How are you, boys and girls? Welcome into another episode of the Bostonian versus the book. Dave Sharapan, the book, Matt Perrault, the Bostonian, live on YouTube with a cracking live chat already. Had over 50 people waiting for the show just to start, let alone when we hit the fire go button.
Yes.
Live on Twitter as well. At Boston versus the book. Right. We are replayed on Sirius XM channel 159 and on Sports Grid, where you're going to see us again tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time. 5 p.m. Pacific time for 2 hours. 1 hour yesterday, 2 hours today. I don't know what day it is. This is going to be a whole new thing, doing Thursday into Friday, into the proxy service on Saturday. I thought I was busy before. I was just like last night going, wow, I don't know what day it is, but it is a Roll Call Friday, and we will be rolling through a ton of things here on the show today.
Yeah.
With the Vegas Super Bowl gear. How are you, sir?
I'm ready to go. To just kind of put a wrap on it, it felt like sitting Shiva for a couple days that Linda's passed. Right. And now we get the first of the month. 1st of December. You told me it's officially the start to the countdown to the Super Bowl. Amongst the other things you said in your tiredness stupor last night as we were finishing our phone call, I swear to God, I almost thought you fell asleep on me. You were like,
I was falling asleep.
I know. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I said, good night. Go to sleep. And you're like, bye. There was nothing else after that. So that was good. Welcome. This is what we do. This is my day normally every day, your day today. And we finished it out yesterday with 1 hour. So we do this show. We'll be doing Sports Grid live during the Pac-12 championship game, which is here in Vegas, which we'll be talking about, which apparently we got a text from Jules. He's already been here for 24 hours or last night. He says, oh, you gentlemen going to the Pac-12 game? Jules, we don't have the tickets. We're doing the shows. We're working.
I didn't respond to him. He shows up. He posts a picture of the Las Vegas airport. And I'm like, you're looking at Edlo. You're in town.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you were here. Yeah. That's why I said on the tweet, I said, we'll always side with Emerson. At least Lazio will be open arms, jumping up and down. We'll know Lazio is coming from like when he's over the air in Oklahoma. We'll hear him yelling at us. Like, I'm coming in.
We'll know ahead of time. Well, not like if we were going to Boston, we would make arrangements before we left the ground in Vegas to say we're coming.
Yeah.
We don't wait till we're here.
He says to me, well, I knew you'd see my tweet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, really?
We saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I knew I'd see your tweet. Okay. I see how you are. Yeah. He lands. He goes right and does another content show. Not even a message to us. Nothing. Okay. I get it. You got to go work. That's cool. We could have had you on Roll Call Friday. Could have had you on yesterday. Who knows? We could have gone and met you after the game tonight. We could have gone and met you, but
which we still might do, by the way. Don't rule that out. I might go do that. I know you might not, but Emerson came into our defense, which we appreciate. And Emerson, I don't know which one of you wonderful human beings in the BvB Brigade posted that clip of me saying, "You can call me daddy if you'd like." But Emerson can call me daddy.
Didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, underneath that thread, in that thread, I just kind of looked back. I was in the Orioles stuff, and I said, yeah, you can call me daddy.
That's tremendous.
And Emerson started with the daddy. I don't know which one of you did it, but I love you if you did it. Every one of you that are here right now, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Our number daily on the likes is about 89.5. We're averaging right around 89 and a half. So I want to go over that for Roll Call Friday. Triple digits is the goal today.
Okay.
While we're here, we got so much to talk about. We got championship games. We got big football games, NFL games Sunday. We got the Sharks did us right yesterday.
There's a lot of
that was good.
They did.
There's a lot of stuff. While we're filing in, I need the city where you're watching from. Just the city.
Before we do that, just hold on, real quick. So I went and did this, and I've not shown you this. Okay, so I'm going to give people who are new, because there are new people showing up consistently. I don't know how in the last couple of weeks, but I know there's new people who are asking some very basic questions, which is great. And I just want to address them here at the top, because like I'm getting DMs of like, I just started watching BvB. I watch it all the time. When do you start? I keep on missing the start time. And I'm like, hey, it's around. I got a message today on Twitter. Are you starting at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Pacific? Most often it's going to be just after 11 a.m. Pacific time. Okay. But we tell you to hit the bell when you subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell, and that will notify you. Or in the morning, just go and hit the notify me on the actual episode, because we post it the night before. You can click on the notify me, and then that will trigger a tweet to you or a text that says, hey, they're live. So that's one way of doing it. The other way is just kind of guessing, coming on in, watching on Twitter. You can watch at Sports Talk Matt. We throw it on my Twitter account. You guys can watch it there, or at Boston versus the book as well. You can watch it there.
Right.
The roll call Friday, we have you guys go into the live chat. However, we do see it if you guys either DM us or you write a note on the YouTube actual video.
Yes.
We do go back and we do count it. Okay.
Yes.
So, give you an example. I did this morning. I went back and I counted last week's roll call. Okay. This is last week's roll call.
Oh, you got all the tools. Look at you with the tools in the toolbox.
This is every state where somebody came in, 35 states last week for Roll Call Friday. Now, I'm not trying to ignore Canada, not trying to ignore it was Canada and Australia last week. We've had in Colombia too. Colombia as well.
Colombia, Medellin.
That guy Medellin keeps on coming back, which is incredible. So I'm not trying to say we don't count you guys. We do. It's just more difficult to do a map of the United States and a globe. I'm not that good yet. So I'll figure out how to do a global version of BvB. But this is where we are. So this is really cool to see where the Brigade is, the pockets, and it makes the most sense because these are the population states. So it just makes kind of sense. Right. But to give you an idea, one day we hope to have red dots on every single state. It would be really cool to go 50 for 50.
I don't know if you can add dots yet, but like Hattiesburg, Mississippi just checked in.
Bam. So then where we go.
And I don't see a dot down in Mississippi.
I didn't have it on the list last week, so maybe I missed it. But it wasn't on, last week. It wasn't there, so I will correct it. So that's great. That's 36 states. Yeah. So we'll add a red dot to there for next week. But this will be a running thing that we will do until we can have a dot in every single state. So you can see where we're lacking. Like the Dakotas, we're lacking. We're lacking in Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, which is funny because those are the states I haven't been to. So that and Alaska are the only states I haven't been to. I've been to every other state in the union. So it's kind of funny that that's the one pocket where we don't have Brigade members yet, but we are efforting and trying very hard to get them to watch and come on in so we can check off those states. So, Kentucky is one that I'm surprised. We are literally surrounding Kentucky. I could not find anybody in Kentucky last week or the week prior. So maybe we get somebody in Kentucky today who can go ahead and click off that and we can check that back off. Alabama, New Orleans Louisiana was not here last week, so I didn't click it. I know Louisiana's been there.
Well, you can put a dot in Idaho because Skip DeFrabery is in the chat right now representing Boise, Idaho.
That's phenomenal.
So
the Boise
you can
State
put
people
that in there.
Coming. The Boise's
coming. Oh, yeah. No, they're coming because they're coming here. They'll be here tomorrow for the game.
Yeah.
But they're here on the BvB Roll Call Friday, which we love. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I'll update that every week now. I've got that as a running thing. So I will, when we do Roll Call Friday, I will go ahead and take the roll call states. I will add the ones we do not have. And we will keep that going to see if we can fill up the entire map of the United States to have somebody for BvB.
Did you not
watching.
Have Oklahoma dotted?
No. Why? Who from Oklahoma?
Mac.
He was in Oklahoma last week.
Oh my!
He wasn't there last. He wasn't.
He was up in Kansas working.
He wasn't there last week. I took last week's numbers of what I wrote down. I took it down and I went through all of it. So I'm not saying there hasn't been somebody.
Okay.
That's just last week. So.
Well, that was just 1 week. That's not career dots. That's last week dots.
That's last week. That's the 36 states.
Hell yeah!
That was last week only. That wasn't not. That was not our historic. That was just last week what we did from a roll call, because last week's roll call was enormous. It was our biggest roll call Friday. It was our biggest show for a roll call Friday was last week. So it was huge.
The Friday show or the Wednesday?
Wednesday show.
The Wednesday show before Thanksgiving. Yeah, a lot of people did watch it. That was great.
So that's people were different places because of travel and the holidays and whatnot. So we will do roll call Friday in about an hour. We will ask you guys for where you were at. Dave will call you out. That's why we call it Roll Call Friday. So
we're going to be jumping.
Yeah,
we're going to be jumping.
For you guys who are new, I just wanted to kind of bring everybody in because I'm getting messages going, okay, there's new people coming in. You're not used to what we're doing on Fridays. It's a different type of show. It's a way of saying thank you to you guys by acknowledging that you're watching and spending the time. Guys, you guys average almost 45 minutes per show watching this show.
And people don't believe it.
Okay, on YouTube, 45 minutes.
When we tell them this, they don't believe it, Perrault. But they come and they stay. We welcome everybody, including Samantha Sayer. I see her in the chat today. Samantha, great to have you in the chat with the boys. Boys, girls, young, old. We got them all.
Come on in. Come on in. All of you, come on in. So you want them to do what now?
Right now, they're listing the cities. I can't even keep track. It's crazy. We got people literally from coast to coast right now.
Awesome.
West Coast representing Arizona, California, Idaho, Washington, the whole left side is there. And then our boys
they're all here.
They're Oregon, in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania, Kentucky in the house right now.
Oh,
Richard
there we go.
Hysell, Hysell is in the house. Kentucky beautiful. In the house right now. This is what we're going to do. In 1 hour, I'm going to need a 3-digit area code, like Luda said.
Yeah, because
what area codes?
So what you're going to do is you're going to run through the area code. While you're doing that, I'm going to dot every state, and then when we're done, I'm going to post an updated USA map of every state that we had somebody in.
Like the bingo daughter.
Yeah.
Daughter.
Well, yeah.
Remember
because I was trying to fill it
bingo!
in, but it's too tough. It's too difficult to fill it in. So I could just put the dot on there. So I'll dot every state that we have. I'll clean the slate. I'll erase
Isn't
it all.
our man Jay Buck just a resident of New Hampshire?
Yeah, I have New Hampshire.
Did you have New Hampshire?
Oh yeah, the whole
in there? Okay, all right.
The only New England state that's not clicked in is Vermont.
What the hell? Well, how is that possible?
I don't know. Get my dad to watch it, I guess. I mean, it's the only state we don't have in New Hampshire. In New England is Vermont. We have New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Mass.
We don't have Vermont.
Yeah. Betting just went legal in Vermont too, so you figure at some point
we'll get somebody. They'll find us.
Somebody will matriculate
every day.
Over.
You got this chapters and all these things happening, and we got to get Will. We're going to talk to you, Will, about doing some shorts and getting those things in the algorithm again. And it's all happening. It's all happening.
Just so you guys know that I thought this would be a cool way at the end of Roll Call Friday to see a visual representation of where everybody is every week. So normally I'm writing them down. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to write this down. How can I do this? And I found this way of doing this. So we're going to live dot as we go today. And then I'll post it up. I'll post an updated version of it so you guys can see where you guys are, where the Brigade is living and breathing and watching the show every week. So we appreciate all of you being here. All right. What happened last night? Well, the Dallas Cowboys beat Seattle 41-35 in a game with 257 yards of penalties.
Do you like that?
Nobody likes that. Everybody hates that.
Doing?
It's bad. It causes friends of that our guy Tommy Lorenzen. Yeah, NFL, this is Vegas. What the heck are the refs doing through all these flags versus Seattle? Have them knock it off, will you? We need the Seahawks here to kill all the Cowboy moneyline parlays.
Oh, it's the best. Listen, everybody has different things that they go to on Twitter and do things. T-Lo's been doing this tweet from before it was cool. Yep. And, the Don Rickles scene in Casino. In Casino.
Yep.
And he uses the quote, like he just makes it up, but it's so funny. And the timing is perfect. At the time, I'm going to text him right now and tell him, thank you for that. That's good.
Seattle's D got called 6 times total for defensive holding, defensive pass interference, and illegal contact. Dallas got called for 3 defensive pass interference calls.
Uh-huh.
After the game, Pete Carroll came out and I thought was actually pretty honest, but he came out and said, well, hold on, it's a wrong quiz, wrong quote. Hold on, this quote. Sorry. he came out and said this about all the penalties. It's unfortunate that it feels like there's a whole nother factor in this game. This was said unprompted at the post-game news conference. I don't know. You guys saw it a lot better than I did, but there was just way too many penalties in this game for both sides. We've got to get out of that kind of football. Referees to blame for the game or the players to blame for the game? Who's responsible for how many penalties happened last night?
Put yourself in the referee position. If you see it, you got to call
Cleat.
it, right?
Yes, I know Cleat. So yes, I can.
Okay.
He's a friend of mine. Only ref I know in the NFL is Cleat Blakeman, but I do know Cleat.
You gotta call a penalty when you see him. No.
Do you have to call a penalty when you see it? I think you, as a group, as a refereeing team, you have to establish what is and what is not a foul pretty early in the game.
Right.
I didn't think they did that. It wasn't like they called everything because they let some things go. It wasn't like they called it very tight. They just called the bigger moments in the bigger plays. The flags came out. So that's always my concern about inconsistency. But 257 yards of penalties is a lot on the players.
A lot?
It's a lot on the players. Just
it's too
sloppy
much.
play. But I think I hold the players responsible for it, though. I mean, that's just sloppy play. It's sloppy defensive back play. It's sloppy holding. It's just.
But the problem is when you play that same game with a different crew, you get half as many penalties called.
Fair. I would agree with that.
So it's always on the players to adjust. I used to tell the kids this. We'd get to a tournament or we'd be in a game and a home plate umpire would be calling a ball, 2 balls off the plate to strike.
Right.
And they'd be like, come in and Coach Dave, I can't hit that pitch. And I said, well, he's going to keep calling it. So we're going to keep throwing it out there.
Right.
But you guys have to figure out a way to either adjust or accept the fact that this might be a 1-0 or 2-0 game, and we got to figure out a way to scratch across a run. The players have to adjust to the officials. The officials don't adjust to anything. They're calling what they see. Some nights they call more than others. For the product, it's enough. It's too much. I don't know where I don't know where we go with it as far as the fans in the league, train the officials more, make them full time. Some nights they're just going to call way more penalties than others. What do?
You play the game. You just play the game or bet over. I mean, the game didn't have a punt. Neither team punted. So
that wasn't because of the officials.
No, but it kind of was. Certain drives got extended because of
certain drives did. Yeah.
So I mean, there were some drives on 3rd down where you were like, "Where's the flag?" Up there's the flag. It became kind of a comical thing where you were expecting it. And Al Michaels, bless him, because he was just ripping on the officials like crazy. He was like, "Oh, another flag. Oh, laundry. Oh, something we haven't said before tonight. Here's a flag." Like he was kind of speaking for the audience about the number of flags that were being thrown. But I mean, if you are committing penalties consistently, which I felt like both sides were,
right,
I want it called consistently. And if you call it more lopsided on one team, like what happened last night, Seattle folks were getting really mad. Like they felt like
Seattle folks get really mad, period. They don't like when
they were all over. I mean, people who bet Seattle, people who are Seahawks fans, they really were saying like Cleat Blakeman's trying to give this game to Dallas. Like they're trying. And I was like,
the case.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
Like that's not the case. By the way, 20-second timeout. We got to recognize right now. We already got over 100 likes.
Oh, wow.
Already. The last people that just came in. So we're already over 100 likes on the YouTube on today's show. Thank you guys. Second of all, we have to put a dot into Kentucky because we just got somebody that came in right now. Millersburg, Kentucky here. Add the red dot. That's Johnny Livengood. Thank you, sir. We might have to move that number up. It might be 40 and a half, for number of states today. We might get that number today.
That'd be phenomenal. No, let's do it.
Phenomenal.
I'm looking forward to seeing it a little bit here for Roll Call Friday. I want the day we get all 50. I want the day that we knock down the whole entire country.
Alaska's going to be tough.
Sure. Okay. You give me I'll say this. Give me the continental United States. Give me 48.
Okay.
Give me 3 time zones. The other time zones are tough. I know. Although we do, Hawaii almost always comes in because our guy Landon over there in Hawaii watches us like crazy.
Yes.
So he always comes in. He always writes on the video on YouTube. He'll write, guys, I'm always here. Just so you know, always write Hawaii because I'm always watching, but I just can't catch the show live all the time. So, and we do count that for Roll Call Friday. So Hawaii always gets a dot.
Talati came in just now and said, and hi, Brian, I hope you're well. We got to see each other here soon. Most refs are anticipating calls now instead of calling penalties when it happens.
See, I think the opposite. I think the referees are waiting for replay to bail them out more than
with the turnovers and the fumbles and the guys down. Like, it's become a real issue. Like, nobody wants to make that definitive call. Oh, just let it play out.
Well, no, they want to call it. They want to call it so it goes upstairs. So they'll call it a fumble or a touchdown so then it gets reviewed and it's not their call anymore.
At some point, though, they got to remove that. Well, what's called on the field has to be overturned. That we don't know or care what was called on the field. We're going to look at it and get it right. I don't need to know what was called on the field and then have to have overly definitive evidence to overturn that.
Right.
Let it play out. Make your call.
And then see what happens. Right. And then
see what happens.
Yeah.
And if it's overturned, it's overturned. If it stands, it stands. But the burden of proof having to get so much to overturn it, now they're letting this stuff play out, and they go, well, we can't really tell. Can you tell? I can't tell. Let it go. It's call stand.
Or call it a fumble. Or call it a fumble so it gets automatically reviewed. Or call it an interception. Or call it a touchdown because those plays are automatically upstairs, and it's no longer the responsibility of the referees on the field because it's upstairs. Like, this is the argument against the eye in the sky. Because people have said for a long time, why don't you just have somebody who buzzes down and says, guys, that's wrong. That DPI didn't happen. Bad call, right? They don't want to give one person all that power. They want to give the guys on the field some control.
Which I agree with, don't you?
In some points, yes. But in other points, I think there should be somebody who's watching the game that if the referees do not see the call or haven't seen it for whatever reason, they buzz down and says, hey, let me interject something. I'm seeing XYZ. To help you guys make your call. Do it as a team. Don't do it where one person's opinion overrides everyone's opinion. But if you have that huddle, why not bring in somebody who's got replay evidence to say, guys, just so you know, his foot's on the line. You guys shouldn't call that that wasn't a catch.
Vinko Martinsevich, which I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
You're not, but good try.
Martinsevich. It's either Sevich or Sevic. But Vinko just came in and said, the Seahawks had 10 penalties for 130 yards. The Cowboys 9 for 127.
Yes.
So I don't think the refs favored either team.
This is what they're mad about. Defensive holding, defensive PI, illegal contact, 6-3. In a game that finished 41-35, Seattle's defense got hit with bigger penalties in bigger moments that extended drives than Dallas's did. I'm not saying they're right. I'm just giving you the devil's advocate as to what a Seahawks fan would come back and say, like, okay, you're right on that, but look at the defensive penalties. That's the problem.
Defensive penalties are it's getting tougher and tougher to play defense. It
really
is. And
Brady's right.
We bitch and complain about the games on primetime not being exciting and entertaining. That was an exciting, entertaining game.
What do you want? I mean, you're right.
That was it. Like, if you didn't like last night, you're going to find something to whine and complain about the officials, this and that. Like, I don't know what you want.
Right.
Because you're not going to get a perfect game. It's 28-24. The team drives down at the end to either cover, win, or,
so
turn the game.
You and I have fought over this for a long period of time. You say that no coach ever will know a spread and will never care about a spread, ever.
They should, though.
Can you explain why Mike McCarthy was throwing on third down up by 3?
No. I saw this in the rundown. I said, I am going to throw it to you right back. I have no idea. No idea. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, the prevailing gambling opinion is that Mike McCarthy was trying to cover. That's the prevailing gambling opinion, is that he was trying to win by 10. because there's no strategic in a football way. You're putting the ball in harm's way up by 3 when you do not need to do that. You run the ball, you make them use their timeout, you bleed the clock down, you kick the field goal, you're up by 6. They've got no timeouts in a minute to go, and the game is over. That throw by McCarthy was like the dumbest thing to do in that moment.
Do you think he changed the play? Do you think the play was changed? Or do you think that was the play sent in?
No, it was a one route, just go pattern. It was, hey, just go and throw it up and see if a guy can make a play. If he can, that's great. We score, we win, the game's over. But from a winning the game perspective, it made no sense to throw the ball in that moment.
Konowinski just came in and said he gave them an extra 40 seconds.
Yes, 46 seconds, to be honest. He kept them in the game. He made that drive at the end happen because he decided to throw the ball up by 3. And I mean, I literally went, what did he just call? Wait, you're throwing the ball? What are you doing throwing the ball there? You know Dak throws picks. What are you doing? Like, you're literally putting the game up into the air when you don't need to do that. So
I don't know.
All I'm saying is the gambling world is like, you're trying to cover Mike McCarthy. That's what that was. You wanted to win by 10 because there's no other rational explanation.
You think Jared laid the points?
No, I again, this goes back to the whole idea of like,
you think he took the money line
as a coach? No, but like as a coach, that you're expected to cover, and you know what your fans are doing. You know where they're going. They're going to Oklahoma. They're going to other places. They're going to Mexico. They're going to other places. It's a global brand. You're supposed to win and you're supposed to cover just because it's what you're told you're supposed to do.
How much money does Mike McCarthy make?
I'm not saying he was doing it for money. I'm not saying any of that. It's ego. I don't think a single $1 million coach would ever give a flip about someone's individual bet. It's just they want to win, but they want to win more than what people think they're supposed to. Oh, I'm supposed to win by 7. I won by 10. Look at that. It's an ego thing. It's not a money thing.
I wasn't trying to cover the spread.
Okay. Dallas's defensive end, Micah Parsons, ended the game. This was awesome. I saw an unbelievable breakdown of this as to what the Seahawks were trying to do because everyone's ripping on Seattle. How in the world do you leave Micah Parsons unblocked on the biggest play of the game?
Mistakes happen.
It wasn't a mistake. It was on purpose.
It was on purpose?
On purpose, because the play call, it's on my Twitter account, @SportsTalkMatt. I retweeted of a guy who did an unbelievable breakdown of this.
Hold on. Claire Chick just came in. I got to recognize the boys. When they hit me with something in the chat that makes me giggle, I got to read it.
All right.
JPC the fourth, Joe Claircheck, one of our fans, Detroit guy, 313 representing. The only spread McCarthy knows involves food.
Correct. He never misses. He never misses. That's true. He goes back for 3rd and 4th and 5th.
That's not right. Continue with the breakdown.
Yeah, he's plus money, plus EV, ATS all the time. The back that was in the game.
Yeah.
That was a 4th down play. What was supposed to happen was the back was supposed to fake that he was going to block Parsons and then leak out behind him to catch a screen pass to go and run.
Not chip him at all?
Not even touch him. Just fake like you're blocking and then olay him,
That's not a good plan.
It is a good plan. The play would have worked. The reason why it didn't work is because they had the 3rd string running back in. So Walker wasn't playing. The rookie got hurt. They had a 3rd string running back. He didn't run fast enough. If he had ran like he was supposed to have run across the formation into the spot, that's why if you watch in slow motion, you'll see Geno Smith is backing up. He's trying to throw a screen pass. He's trying to find some way to get some distance between Parsons and himself and just throw it over the top of him.
Right.
And then there's nobody there. And then it's goodbye. And a 3rd string running back in the game didn't know what he was doing. So everyone's ripping Seattle, and I was like, man, this is an unbelievable breakdown because the guy who was doing it showed the same play in the Notre Dame game against Navy and how the back is supposed to do it. The back is supposed to sprint to that flat, and the back didn't do that last night. He kind of lollygag, he kind of like tiptoed.
Lollygagging?
Yeah, he didn't
a lollygagger?
He didn't go. So everyone's ripping the Seahawks. And I would have done it as well if I didn't see this really interesting breakdown going like, you know what? That's exactly right. Because you see the back not do what he was supposed to do. Like everyone's ripping on the Seahawks. Great play, guys. Leave the best defensive end in the game unblocked with the game on the line. Brilliant. Well, yeah, they're trying to basically throw the ball over his head. And, that's the whole thing where, like, you throw to replace pressure. Right. You let pressure come, you throw over the top of it, and then see you later. And you could have had a monster play for Seattle. So that's
AOWN just came in a chat, said the guy in the breakdown shows Notre Dame running it, and they run it immaculately.
Yes, right. That's what I said. Yeah. The same play. Runs it perfectly. Because the back sprints to the outside, throw it over the top. You see Sam Hartman backing up. Hartman throws over the defensive end, right to the back. See you later. Gone. It's a great play if it's run by the 1, not the 3. RB3 running that play is why that thing died, which shows you how injuries can be such a massive detriment to teams.
Oh, it's brutal.
So Charbonnet getting hurt, like,
yeah,
that blew up that play. That blew up the whole game plan. So look, Geno Smith I've criticized Geno Smith a lot, especially with the Jets, but he's found a home in Seattle. He can sling the rock.
Right.
And they just defensively last night, both defenses, Dallas and Seattle, were not on it last night.
No.
They were not on it.
It's a good night to have the over.
Dead.
Went over to in-game. We were talking
everything. 65,
64 over.
Yeah, over everything. And they still had a chance to win the game. Still had the ball with 1:40 to play.
Right.
They were in the game and trying to save their season, and they did not. But it does set up Dallas and Philadelphia next week into a monster game. In particular, if the Niners beat the Eagles this weekend. The Sharks puck line fade road trip is off to a 1-0 start. Boston.
Josie Myers is in the chat too, down in Texas, keeping track. No problem. Although it was 0-0 after the first.
That was like, okay.
Hold on.
I was like, hey, Bruins, you know who you're playing, right?
Let's go.
And then they scored 2 goals fast and then a third goal late and won the game 3-0.
Did you see though? And Cam said it while we were on. It did go down to like -180, -170. That game closed -550.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing happening in a hockey game still affects the algorithm, affects the line, affects the guy doing the game going, geez, they're in this game. I got to lower the number. So something to keep in mind for you guys that are learning about the in-game betting and different things like that. Doesn't have to have something happen to affect the numbers. Sometimes nothing happening affects it just as much, if not more. That was a perfect example of it.
So tonight, most books are just saying, Fugazi, go away. Yeah, it's 2.5.
We don't want that action.
They're 0-10 on the puck line this year on the road, and they're decided to say, okay, fine, no more 1.5 spreads. It's now a 2.5 point spread. Who wants it? You got to win by 3 goals to cover this.
How about this information from our friend Chris Otto, PSU Auto on the Twitter? San Jose has played to a first period win or draw in 7 of their last 8 games.
On the road or at home?
7 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, most of those games are at home.
Okay, well, I mean, they did it last night too.
Yeah, but the Bruins are an under team in the first period, though. So, like, it works between you have an under first period team and San Jose is playing well in the first period, and then they get beat in the second very badly. But most of those numbers for San Jose are kicking off what they do at home. So, like, everyone's like, Sharks are playing tough at home. They're not playing tough on the road. They're the worst road team in hockey. They're the worst team in hockey. They're 10-0 on the puck line, and I'm going to go ahead and say this: you can probably lay this tonight at 2.5, and you're going to cash.
FanDuel, there's one of the house available.
Where?
You got to shop.
FanDuel is the only book that I've seen so far.
That's one.
Who else?
I haven't looked. I saw that one.
I went and drove and bought it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You got to just set up the app already, would you?
I don't like to.
I understand.
I don't want to be on that.
I don't
want to be on that app.
Okay.
I don't, because I snipe their numbers, so I don't want them to know that I'm doing that.
That's good
because they're going to at some point when I'm like,
put you in a profile.
I don't lose there. Like I only go there like once a month, but I don't lose.
Oh, then don't. No. Then don't set up an account.
So yeah, I don't bet there enough. I only go there.
I mean, you can download the app and look at the numbers so you know before you go.
I should, yes, but I'm not. I don't believe it. I'm always like, they're identical, and I'm like,
you definitely don't believe it because you text me, and then I got to take a screenshot of it because I can't just tell you yes.
No, I don't believe it.
So I send you the screenshot because I know you're going to go. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Because for those of you who don't know what we're doing, Boyd in Las Vegas uses FanDuel's numbers. Right. FanDuel is not licensed in Nevada, nor is DraftKings, but Boyd has a white label where they have a FanDuel book here in Vegas.
Yes.
And they use it on their app and their kiosks. They use all the FanDuel numbers. So if you see a FanDuel number, like last night, it was minus 1.5 for the Devils at minus 166.
160, yeah.
And I was like, is it the same? I was like, is it 166?
So
like, yes, you're like, yes, it's the same. I was like, great. Okay.
So you got in the car and went.
No, so I dropped
it in the chat
right
now.
Madeline at school and then went to the book afterwards.
Oh, that's the best. That people and like I get that, people that live in Vegas get that, but they're like, "Where are you going?" Well, I got to drop the kid off at school and then I got to run to the book to put a play in. And they're like, "What's wrong with you?" Well, this is what do you mean? It's Friday. Like this is what we do. It's not a big deal.
It's what I'm doing. I'm going to make a play.
I got to stop in there. You know where to park?
2.5
in and out. Right. You got to go get the
best. It's 2.5 minus 115 or 1.5 minus.
The chat, go on your app wherever you're at because we have people from all over the states up in Canada watching. Because like Football Guy 97 just came in and said at Bet Rivers, and he's in PA, it's minus 1.5, minus 185 right now. So it's available there on Bet Rivers. Jimmy Jack with 4Ks has BetMGM minus 2.5 plus 110 plus money on the minus 2.5. We got a guy with a local. That's my main man, Sweet Lou from the 412 said his local has minus 190, minus 1.5.
190. I got 166 at least.
Oh, Addison said he got it at minus 157 this morning at Bet Rivers. That's what the wrenches do. One of the wrenches in the chat. Yeah. Addison found
this. Okay. So I'm trying a new thing. This is a Q&A we're trying.
Q&A?
Yeah. So like I'm asking that question because I want to see what the I'm not sure how I can see the answer. But what does your book have
for New Jersey Devils puck line tonight? Okay.
So when you answer it, what does it say?
Oh, well, it says ask something. I tap it and nothing happens. Oh no. Then it says ask a question. Okay, so I'll just type in the answer.
It's for you. Okay, so it's a Q. It's for the audience to ask us a question.
Oh.
Not the other way around. Okay, I'll end that. Hold on. Let me kill that because that doesn't help. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, offshore is minus 175. One is 185. Yes, I get one. It's now 175 at FanDuel. Okay, so we beat that number at least. DraftKings is at 175. Okay, they were 2.5 last night. So people are taking the plus 2.5.
Roger Long, what is an app?
What is it?
I keep saying I gotta call Roger. I mean it. I gotta call Roger.
DraftKings allows you to move it. That's why. Okay. Does anybody else let you do that?
Let you slide the goal line?
Yeah, you can move the number at DraftKings has like this new thing where they put the whole bar of numbers up and you can move and it tells you different
on the
odds.
Goal line. You can do that.
I guess so.
Like on a point spread, that's like buying points and stuff, and the price changes.
Yes.
You could do it on a hockey puck line.
I guess if you want to do alternative, it's basically alternative lines, right? It's just the same thing.
So can you lay the flat number? Can you go from 1.5 to 2?
Oh boy. Wow.
So you push on a 2
and get plus money.
Well, yeah, if it's 1.5 minus 180, it's probably 2 even money or 2 maybe minus 110. I don't know.
I like that. Yeah, there you go.
Incredible.
That's great. So you can do that too. You get 5-3 losses a push, or 5-3 wins a push for you, or just lay the juice at 1.5 like I did. I just said screw it. Lay the juice. Because I laid the juice. I've now bet. I bet 168 and 160. Right, 168. Where's that?
166 last night.
Last night, but I'm saying what I bet. I bet 160. What did I bet the Bruins at? Hold on. I bet the Bruins at 155. So 155 Bruins, 160, 166 for for tonight. So I'm laying heavy juice. So it will, just like the A's, right? Remember the A's thing where basically I was betting like consistently, and the juice eventually the A's got hot and the juice killed me.
Yeah, they won 4 in a row. It buried the whole experiment.
The whole experiment could go up in smoke if just based upon the actual juice. I'm not going to roll it over because I went and had that conversation with myself and looked at the numbers. I was like, you know what? Let's just see what I'll be, because I'll be pissed off if I go 6-2 and I end up losing money because I'm 6-2.
Right.
I'd rather be up 4 units or whatever, plus whatever from betting against it. So
lose 2, you'll be up, and win 4, you'll be up 3 units.
Yeah. So
just over 3, which is still good.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing with the experiment on this.
Well, thank you, boys and girls. I see Cheshire Cat in the house. Be nice today, Cheshire Cat. I'm watching you, but thank you for being here.
Is he or she mean? Is that why it'd be good?
I don't know. That's the first question that Cheshire asks is, are they still banned? I didn't know anybody was banned, but just be nice. That's all.
Who's banned? Them? Oh,
I guess I don't know what happened.
I meant to put them in timeout. Okay, that's what they're for.
The wrenches are in charge of the chat. We got the wrenches keeping an eye on the chat. We appreciate the hell out of all of you between Sonic, Addison, Mikey, Awesome. They're keeping an eye on everything. Stevie Mack, capital M, capital K's, head director of security, and like he said on the Roll Call Friday in person, he abides by the who is it? Steve Harvey abides by the wish rule. Like, he don't wish for no harm on nobody. Stevie Mack invites the wish rule. He hopes people do it. We don't want no problems.
I hope MFer does.
Yeah. He said, I hope an MFer does. Right.
Favorite part of the video. I hope an MFer does.
Oh, that's going on the complete like highlight tape. When the day comes, when somebody really comes and says, we're doing this full bore.
Okay.
And I told you my dream before, and I'm still thinking about trying to make it happen if we could get the boys off of work. If we get this thing at the Super Bowl nailed down,
right?
My dream is to have Mikey Awesome like this on one side of us while we do the shows on Radio Row.
And Stevie Mack on the other.
Stevie Mack on the other. And them like dormant at the club.
BvB
full boy. They're getting the tracksuit. They're getting everything.
Yeah.
And they're just going to stand there, have people walk by. Like, they can wear the sunglasses and the hats and just stand there. And every time a guest comes up to see us, they got to check with them to come in. Hold on. You want to talk to us? Talk to the boys.
Yeah.
And then let them in. And, like, they can let the ladies in. Like, Small shows up. She comes right in. Lauren,
Which
who
Lauren?
else?
Which Lauren?
Whoever's here.
Which
ladies' night. Come on in. But the boys got to check with the men at the door before you come in.
Pistons became the first team in 8 years to go winless in an entire month in the NBA. They went 0-15 straight up in November, but they went 5-10 ATS. It's why we haven't talked about it a lot. They haven't been horrible ATS.
They cover when they cover, but when they don't, they get blown the F out. They get beat down. Like, you could tell they must, at the end of the third quarter, like, wrap it up, boys. We'll be out of here. The bus leaves 15 minutes after the game, lose by 30, and it's fine. But that's the first time, right, since I read 2015.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I believe, did I read that right? That it was the Sixers, not the Celtics. I almost said it was the Celtics. It was the Sixers that did it when they were doing the complete process, the beginning of the process when they were bad.
Complete tank job. Yes. When they went into the tank. Yeah. That's 0-15 straight up so watch it going forward. At some point, you got to figure that they're going to play a little bit better, but they have 2 wins so far. Historically bad start. If you were putting parlays together, Pistons fading them on the money line, it's not a bad idea. 16 straight losses overall.
82 games in a season. It's December 1st. They have 2 wins. How many did they end up with? The lowest season win total I ever put up was 15.5.
Who? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I had to go back and look.
15.5 would have been like the Timberwolves back in the day, or an expansion team that came in?
No, it was 2018. It was we were sitting around and going through the numbers, and it was like, this team's going to be historically bad. You can't make it below 20, Dave. I'm like, go through the schedule. I mean, it's 3 a month, 6 months. That's 17.5. Like, that's what we got to come up with. They got 2.
In 2019.
I believe that was it.
Sorry, knocking my mic over. Sorry.
Cow.
The Knicks won 17 games.
It was the Knicks. I knew it. I was going to say it. I don't want them New York people coming at me, but New York Knicks basketball. Yeah. I couldn't wait to make that number. I said, make it 16. Let them all bet over. They ain't going to win 16 games. I think they won 7. They won 17.
Cavs won 17. The Cavs won 19 that year. Knicks won 17. They went 8-33 on the road and 9-32 at home. That's amazing.
Has either of the two Pistons wins been on the road?
I mean, I don't have to look. I don't know who they beat. Who the Pistons beat? Like, that's unbelievable. They have 2 wins. Let's see. Standing so far, the Pistons currently have. Let's see.
I'll say they haven't won a road game.
Yeah, they can't.
Just like the Nuggets haven't.
They're
lost
2-17. No, they're 1-1. They won.
They are
1 on the road, 1 at home. They're 1-8, 1-8, and 1-9, 0-10. Last 10, 16 straight losses. They have a point. They have a 105 win percentage. Wizards only have 3 wins though. Like the Wizards can't talk all that much,
right?
Wizards are 3-15. Those are 2 historically awful teams. Wow,
and they're going over a lot. The Wizards are.
Yeah,
allowing a lot of points.
They have two road wins and 1 home. Oh, wow, only 7 games at home. They're 1-6 at home. So yeah,
I think I've said this for years. It's harder to pick who the good teams are than it is to pick who the bad teams are.
Oh, bet against bad teams is fun, in particular in hockey. I mean, we're not there yet, but in the NHL, I love betting against bad teams. That's easy. It's much easier. Baseball too, just bet against bad teams. So LeBron's manager admitted to betting with a bookie.
I know.
Big deal?
I don't think so. Do you?
Here is the ESPN.com story. In 2021, this is from the attorney, spokesperson for Maverick Carter and LeBron James. Maverick Carter was interviewed a single time by federal law enforcement regarding an investigation into Wayne Nix, who was a guy running an illegal book in California. In 2021, before 38 states and the District of Columbia legalized sports betting, Mr. Carter was not the target of the investigation, cooperated, and was never charged and never contacted again on this matter. According to the report reviewed by the New York Post, Carter said he placed approximately 20 bets on football and basketball games over the course of a year, ranging from $5,000 to $10,000. He said he did not remember if he had placed a bet on the Lakers. Does it matter?
Again, we're not the audience. I don't think so. But again,
it's an illegal book. He was betting with an illegal book. He's tied to the NBA. It's before we saw the widespread legalization of sports betting.
Well, PASPA passed at 18.
Did
was in 21.
Did
the Washington Post reporter that wrote that same story called me yesterday and today.
Oh, okay,
they wrote a story about it. We got a quote in the story today in the Washington Post.
Very cool.
And a link to the Bostonian versus the book.
All right. We got backlinks. Whoa. Wait till Chris Grove hears that we've got backlinks.
On the Washington Post today. Yeah, there's a big story.
Wow.
And they I gave him a quote, one of the things that I say. He's like, that is an amazing quote. Can I use it? I said, sure.
Which one was this?
I'm going to put in a Bostonian versus the book link.
Thank you.
In there as well. I said, perfect. That'll be great. So
we appreciate you. See if DC shows
more
up on
to the story.
There's more to it. There has to be more to the story.
Well, only because Wayne Nix is the guy that they're investigating for the Resorts World stuff here in town.
Right.
So there's connections of how do these people meet? They meet at poker games in Las Vegas. They meet at clubs in Las Vegas. They meet on the road. They meet at Laker games in LA. They meet, and then how does the wires get crossed and what paths do people follow to make all of these connections to do it? That's a world that I'm very familiar with that doesn't seem like a big deal. Some people are going to you're, say, a layer removed from that. Is that a big deal to you that Maverick Carter, who the NBA bans players and players' agents from gambling on the games, but not business managers.
Right.
Which is what Maverick Carter is. Is that a big deal to you?
define big deal. Like, what's it? What do you mean? Is it surprising? No. Do I care? Not really. Do I think that LeBron James would ever throw a basketball game? No. Do I think Maverick Carter could be very good at betting NBA games due to inside information? Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Maverick Carter could win a lot because he has more info than anybody else because LeBron has info on everybody. I mean, you have one of the best basketball minds ever. He's going to be like, that team wins, that team's not, that team's fighting, that team's got a problem, that guy's sleeping with that guy's girlfriend. Like that's just the stuff that you, as a pro sports bettor, that's all you're looking for, those informational nuggets that get you to the right side.
Still got to win.
Yeah, still got to win. But I mean, I don't think it's a big deal to me. I mean, you're betting with an illegal book. Okay. Like
he lives in LA. There's no way to bet. Right.
So again, if LeBron was betting, and by the way, LeBron likes to do picks all of a sudden. So maybe he was making picks before, but that's, a bigger story than the business manager for LeBron James doing something that could have been totally aside from LeBron never even knowing a thing about it.
The books are still taking the bets.
Right.
There ain't no problem with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not worried.
No, but this is the whole point with illegal with the offshores, though, right? The offshores generally 99% of people who are betting on the offshores aren't doing anything nefarious. They're just betting.
They're just betting.
But there's the 1% that they're trying to get out and get rid of, who are money laundering and using it for nefarious means. So the feds pay attention.
Right.
The IRS pays attention.
I don't think it's a problem.
No, I mean, in terms of in our world, there's no problem. There's other worlds that it is a problem.
Is the NBA going to make this just go away?
It's LeBron. They're going to make it go away. They don't want any part of this story. They don't want any part of this. They got so much drama going on with the Josh Giddey situation. They don't want any part of this story.
They definitely don't.
Like they got their hands full right now with controversies involving things that are very, very uncomfortable. This is not going to make major waves in New York.
Speaking of uncomfortable, did you hear about Corey Perry and the Blackhawks?
It's not true.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's not true. Yeah, they eviscerated it in their own press release. They eviscerated it, saying,
"Okay,
we are stunned, shocked, and disgusted that this rumor is even out there. This happened." The bigger point is the Blackhawks have had a notorious and nefarious history of doing horrible things, and to get kicked off that team for doing something that was considered to be inappropriate and wrong and not up to the standards of the Blackhawks. Whoa, what the hell did you do? But no, in case you're curious, everyone is running around. Corey Parsons did not sleep with Connor Bedard's mom. Corey Perry. Corey Perry did not sleep with Connor Bedard's mom.
Whoa!
Did not happen. So,
okay.
Team violently and angrily knocked that rumor back. Basically saying, stop spreading this. This is complete garbage.
Yeah, because, I mean, they bring the moms on a road trip. The teams do this. They bring the moms on a road trip, road trip, then they bring the dads on a road trip, on another road trip. That was, somebody sent me that text. They said, I am not saying a word about that until you have 100% confirmation. Because, I mean, there's certain things you do. I mean, come on now, please.
Yeah. By the way, for those of you who are new, it is back. Ohtani Watch is back.
Got everybody. You blew out everybody's speaker. People got to get new iPhone 15s. You can get the new titanium if you go to T-Mobile and all this other stuff.
What are you,
right now,
a phone hawker now? My gosh, yes.
Hey.
Top 4 options for Ohtani according to the New York Post. Shohei Ohtani will either go to the Dodgers, Cubs, Giants, or Blue Jays.
Why are the Pirates not listed there?
Why are the Blue Jays listed on this?
I don't know. Oh.
I mean, people got these. I did not realize you Toronto folks, you guys are about as soft as the State Puff Marshmallow Man. One person goes on Twitter and says something just might be a little bit on what something I've said way worse about Toronto in my life. Way worse. And you guys are all up in arms, yelling, calling people names, saying that they're just inappropriate, that they're wrong, hating on Canada, Canada hate.
Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. I'm going to say this, give me a number for Shohei Ohtani to go to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Franchise ownership.
What's
what?
Okay, fine. They're giving him the keys to the entire thing. Okay, fine. Maybe
at least a piece. We got to get a piece.
Shohei Ohtani is not going. I'm going to say this. I don't think he goes to any of these 4 teams.
What?
I don't think he goes to any of these 4 teams. I don't. I think it's all smoke screens. Maybe the Dodgers. They're the one. They're the most likely. So maybe the Dodgers. But anything being said right now, this is all agent posturing to get the number up.
That's all.
This is just, they're involved. They're involved. They're involved. Get it. Do you know who's involved? Everyone. There's not
Pirates still involved, baby.
There's not a single team in Major League Baseball who is not having conversations about whether or not they could put together a package to land Shohei Ohtani. It doesn't matter how far-fetched it is. It doesn't matter how insane it is. They're all going to say, hey, man, I get a phone call with a supermodel. I'm going to shoot my shot. Want to go out? Nope. I don't want to go out. You're 5'2". You're unemployed. And I couldn't be seen dead with you. Okay.
What are you talking about right now?
I'm just saying, like, this is Shohei is the ultimate, right? Like, whatever supermodel you want to put her up there with. Okay. Like, whoever you think the most beautiful woman in the world is. That's Shohei right now.
Okay.
Every team has, every guy who runs a team is trying their best. And some of them just have no shot. Some of them might be considered possible dating options. But there's going to be a whole courting process. The guy, the Yotoyama guy, how do you say that guy's last name? The guy that got posted, the other guy that's coming over here. That's
from
the other pitcher.
Japan?
Yeah, the other pitcher.
Where's he going?
Yamamoto? Yeah, Yoyamoto. Right, that guy. We don't know. He's not taking meetings until after the winter meetings. He's coming in, his agent's going to sit down, and then he's going to do in-person meetings. He's going to these teams to see
like
them.
This guy already. In person.
Yeah, he's going to go see him.
That's what we're doing.
Well, he wants to see like what your facilities are like. He wants to see what the
city's
city's like.
We got to touch and feel. We got to see everything. I want to look in your eyes. I want to see everything.
But that's going to stop the market for guys like Blake Snell, because Blake Snell arguably goes Shohei, Yoamoto, and then Snell for the free agent options. He's Snell won the Cy Young. He's going to wait for 2 other guys to sign before he can get signed. It's unbelievable. Right. Other years, the Cy Young winner would dictate the market.
Put it in a chat, boys and girls. Where right now, today, December 1st, we got 4 teams listed. It can be anybody. Put it in a chat where you want Ohtani to land. I would say Pittsburgh first. That would be a dream. We would have our guy. You're wearing the Pittsburgh colors. Why so far-fetched?
I'm wearing the Pittsburgh colors because I'm betting on your team this weekend.
Good move. That's a play. I thought you were wearing it for the Iowa people. All the Iowa people in the chat think you're wearing it for Iowa.
No, I'm wearing it because we're fighting here in Vegas with 2 games.
Black and gold.
We're fighting, but we're more or less. I'm betting on the Steelers.
Yellow. Braves? Oh no! Please, not the Braves. Please,
it could happen. Look, I'm serious.
Please,
this is all smoke screen. Okay, this is where I think the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Rangers.
The Rangers get them. Holy caca.
The Rangers. I think teams that are not listed here. Okay, teams not listed: Dodgers, Cubs, Giants, Blue Jays. I think other than the Dodgers, who I do think are a legitimate option, I think the other 3. I think it's just they're praying. I mean, the Cubs are praying, Giants are praying, the Blue Jays are like, I don't know what you want to call that. It's a Hail Mary, literally. But
guy like Jay Dow said, Boston for my team, Baltimore so I can get season tickets. If he goes to a place like Baltimore, boom, sold. The whole joint sold out. Camden Yards sold out for the year.
Yep. 100%. They would be smart to get him.
Got enough guys in Philadelphia.
Because the problem is, guys, remember, those teams like Baltimore and Philly, they need pitching. They've got the offense. Shohei's not pitching next year. So
right,
it has to be a team that needs a bat. Giants need a bat. Blue Jays need a bat. Giants desperately need a bat. Cubs definitely need a bat. Red Sox need a bat desperately. Yankees need a bat desperately. Jeez. Like those are the teams, because by most people's accounts, this is going to be like a 3-year, 4-year, $250 million deal. Like, it's not going to be what we thought. It's not going to be like this $800 million contract. He's going to make
deal.
He's going to make like $50 million.
Right,
like
but it's 3 years.
It's going to be short because they don't know
because they don't know if he's going to pitch. If he's
so they got to see where he's going to be after.
Could he stay with the Angels then?
No, he's out. He's gone. He's leaving. He's not staying in that dumpster fire. He's not going to make the same mistake Mike Trout made.
Nathan Phillips said he heard the Red Sox and the Rangers have dropped out.
Yeah, but again, all smoke screens. I don't buy anything. I don't buy any idea that a team is dropping out of the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes because all it takes is one phone call. Like, hey, by the way, what's the number now? Well, what if we came back in? Like, I think we're going to be somewhat surprised at where he winds up. I don't think it's going to be an automatic. I still think Seattle is very much alive.
If he goes to Atlanta, oh my Lord.
Okay. In particular, because he may sign it with anybody because if it's a shorter term deal.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
He may feel like I'm going anywhere. It's a 3-year deal. I can play for anybody for 3 years. It's not a big deal. I go try to win a championship and then go play somewhere else.
Like LeBron stay in Miami, like shoot down there, get some sun, push for a championship, and then leave quickly again. Wow. Oh, my. Nice move working that in there. Ohtani Watch. We can put that right in the chapter table of contents. People can find it over in Japan. If you like the show, hit the like button, please. Yeah. Roll Call Friday starts in 15 minutes?
Yes.
Or so?
Yes. Yeah. Well, right when we're done with the college football portion, we'll go to Roll Call
I just want to give them all a chance to put in the 3-digit area code with the city so we can count it out, map it out.
After we talk about
lop it out, whatever.
After we talk about the Big Ten title game, we'll then talk about futures, and then you guys can put your stuff in. You can start the roll call
Very good.
stuff.
Remind me. Somebody in the chat. One of the wrenches remind me it's time.
Yeah.
Put it in.
Get one.
I got a little surprise for you.
Oh.
Roll Call Friday. I'm going to need your participation in addition to counting the states. Oh, no, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. Right. Daddy Mac will make you jump. Everybody wants to call me Daddy. We're going to do.
I'm not rapping.
Daddy Mac will make you jump.
I'm not rapping.
You don't have to.
Okay. The line's 9.5. We're afraid of this. This is one of the highest. Stuckey put this out from Action Network. It's one of the highest numbers involving an undefeated team to be this big of a dog in history.
Don't make no sense, man.
They're 12-0, and the number was 10. It's come down. It's 9.5 now. So
9 in town.
9. So the 10 was the ceiling.
Showed up today. So did the Washington money
to take the Huskies.
How about the total coming down, Perrault? Down. How's his total coming down? 65.5?
Because it's really high.
Both teams getting the 30s. No.
So I have 2 plays on this. I have the first half over, and I've got team total Oregon over.
Oh man! Breaking news.
Okay.
Emerson.
Lotzia in the chat. What's up, my friend? See, he shows in sports
with the Glizzies.
Julian's
here.
Physically in Vegas, and we can't get a hold of him.
Yeah, do you understand if Emerson was already here in Vegas, like what we probably would have had to, we wouldn't have canceled the show, but he would have probably had to come on and made an appearance. Yes. And we got the other guy in stealth mode. Unbelievable. Am I afraid of it? No. Not. I think this is a high scoring game, 41-31. How's that for final?
I like it.
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
The difference is the metrics everyone's pointing out, and I think they're there. I mean, numbers are just numbers. But Washington's offense against this Oregon defense might be problematic.
Washington's offense against the Oregon defense. This could be problematic. Yes.
So that's why the line is so high, because how many points will Washington really score? So Washington is the number 1 scoring first half team in football. 26 points per game.
But that was built up on a lot of the early games.
Okay. Oregon's number 3 at 22.5 points per game in the first half on the road, away from home now. Talking.
Oh my.
So both these guys go on the road and they bring their offense with them and they score.
Rob L with a good point. Love you, Mom and Dad, Maddie and Big Dave. I am your daddy. Don't forget that. Appreciate you, sir. Can't wait to see this guy in person. You're going to see him sooner than me.
Yeah.
I may come back to Boston at the same time. I'm trying to get a pass for 2 days or 3 days.
Just don't come Thursday, Friday.
All the fun.
I'm coming into New York, so just don't do Thursday, Friday of that.
Okay.
Before New Year's.
Rob L said Oregon had a much easier schedule overall, and the only challenging games they had on the road were Utah and Washington.
And they crushed them.
And Utah was on the downside at the time. They didn't crush Washington. That was
right. No, but they crushed Utah.
Yeah. It's a great matchup. I would not be surprised if Washington wins. I don't think you need to take the points, though.
Money line.
Washington wins or they lose by 10 or more.
Okay. Why not bet at both then?
You can't do that. I mean,
why not? Bet them both.
You can't win them both.
You can't win them both. And Oregon wins by 7. You lose.
You lose them both.
Lose them both. I'm just asking. I'm not saying you.
Right. That's why you don't bet them both.
I'm just asking. Like,
if you want to lay the money line with Oregon, which is a gigantic number, and then take the points with Washington, if you think it's going to be close, that way you can win them both.
Yeah, I'm just buying points.
A lot of juice.
I'm not buying the Oregon defense. I'm not buying the Washington defense. This is indoors, fast track, NFL. By the way, I didn't ask this. I couldn't find the answer to this.
What's that? We
playing on grass or turf tonight?
I think they only let the Raiders play on the grass. I think it's turf.
So that's okay. Great. So that's perfect. So that's why I assume that because because I know the Mountain West Conference Championship game that's being played on UNLV's home field. That's being played on what UNLV plays on turf.
Yeah, the turf. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the 1 seed, so they get to pick. So they're playing on their own fast track. So I assumed that so was tonight.
Yeah, I don't think they let anybody play on the grass except the Raiders.
The Raiders. Fair.
That's the deal.
Okay.
Jade Albet said, Dave, would you take a Penix Heisman flyer in case they win tonight? He's 20-1.
Yes.
I think this has to be legendary performance, which it could be, right?
And how many voters have not cast their ballot yet?
That's what you're up against.
We don't know.
What you're up against. You don't know.
It's due Monday. Ballots are all due on Monday. So how many people said, I don't care what happened to the Pac-12 championship game. I'm voting Bo Nix or I'm voting for whomever. Bo Nix is a heavy, heavy favorite to win it. So the books think that the ballot casting has already happened. Texas, Okie State, Saturday. We'll start the games here on the weekend. Awful, disgusting thing happened today that is really sick, and I think you're going to see a lot more on this today. They killed a longhorn, and they stuck it on a frat house's front lawn. Oklahoma State kids did. Really nasty.
An actual animal?
An actual animal. They killed an actual longhorn, stuck it, and basically said F Texas. They spray painted F Texas on the steer's body.
Listen, I was in a fraternity. I was in an ATO at Penn State. I wouldn't tolerate.
No, there's criminal charges. Yeah, there's criminal charges coming. Animal cruelty charges coming.
At what point did these jagoffs think this was a funny or good idea?
You got me.
Wow, this is disgusting. This is. I hadn't heard. I guess that's what Stevie Mack sent me a text. That's what that was about. Wow.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, Will. What the fuck is wrong with people? That's disgusting.
Well, actually, you know what? Let me change that around. It's at an Oklahoma State frat house. So a dead steer was found at a frat house near Oklahoma State University campus on Friday, around 24 hours before the Cowboys and Texas Longhorns face off in the Big 12 championship game. According to J.D. Miles of CBS 11, the carcass was discovered on 6:30 in the morning in front of the farmhouse fraternity with its stomach cut open, and the words FFH were also written on the Longhorns steer side.
FFH.
F farmhouse. For F farmhouse.
Oh.
Oklahoma State is appalled at the disturbing display of animal cruelty that occurred overnight on an off-campus location near a fraternity house, said a spokesman for Oklahoma State. Stillwater police are investigating this. So I don't know, why would you kill a steer and put it? Does farmhouse have a connection to Texas? They must, right?
I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing.
Yeah, but there's a picture. I mean, TMZ's got a picture of a dead animal in front of this farm, in front of this frat house. It's really nasty. Like it's gross. So no motive, but they are assuming the act is tied to the OSU Saturday game against Texas.
Oh, you think? I mean,
right.
God,
so that game has a whole new spin on it. Whole new spin to it right now with going on with this game. But Texas overs
by a million.
The over is a better play, right? 55.
Texas gets style points. There has to be no doubt that Texas wins like another blowout. At least give the committee something to go to the mattresses with. And
Sark is gonna run the score up on these guys. It's pretty predictable.
There's no off switch.
No.
We're getting 50, boys. Let's hang 50 up today. I don't know. I've had.
I'm good up to 17. I'm good up to 17 on this personally.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say what? Take Oklahoma State?
No, I've had people say take the points, but not for me. I don't want nothing to do with Oklahoma State in this game.
Agreed. Boise, UNLV, Mountain West title game here in Vegas. Friday night tonight. We've got the Pac-12 tomorrow, the Mountain West. Total is 60. This number has not moved, Dave. This has been just cemented.
Yeah.
Why? No movement at all? Is it no opinion? People aren't betting it yet? Or come game day, this will move?
Sometimes it's just the window that it's in.
Up against Alabama, Georgia?
It's really in a bad spot. Just on the board and in the time slot, interest level, and knowledge. This is...
Yep. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. We don't know what to expect from UNLV. It's a big moment. It's a big moment in program history. This is a big moment for Odom.
He's not going anywhere.
The guy for James Madison just is taking a job in Indiana.
He's replacing. Yeah, okay. They fired Tom. They fired that guy.
Waiting for the season to end, I think, to say if anybody's going anywhere. If he's going anywhere, we'll know after this game.
Yeah, 100%. Right. There's a lot of jobs that are open. People are going to come calling. It's just interesting because his son is a 2025 class of 2025 high school. Yeah. He just committed to UNLV.
Oh, he's staying.
That's so.
He's staying.
The theory is Barry Odom's not going to go anywhere. He's going to stick around.
Nice.
So that's the hope, right? The problem is the one thing that's I was told the thing that's helping UNLV when it comes to keeping Barry Odom is that he's been around. So this is not a young guy who's trying to find his next thing and make his name for himself. He does want some stability. And I mean, if he wins at UNLV, he will own everything. He plays in a gorgeous facility. He has a brand new practice facility that was just built for him. They've got facilities at UNLV that are they're not Pac-12 level, but they're almost Pac-12 level. The difference is, look, there's going to be 20,000 fans at the game tomorrow. It's buy one, get one free ticket, basically. It's $750 per student to come in. There's 1,500 student tickets who have been sold so far. It's good. It's not great. It's a big building.
I think the local community, will be surprised. I think there's a lot of people that have mentioned to me about going.
The walk-up is hopefully Allegiant has said they will open the upper deck for the first time this season for UNLV.
Right.
If they need it.
Yeah.
So they're prepared to say, okay, we're going to open up the upper deck. If we get so many people in here, we will open up the upper deck. And if you haven't gone before to Allegiant, it's a pretty good ticket to go. It's cheap.
It's fun.
Go see the building, go walk around. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous stadium.
It's fun, and you get to see a pretty good. I mean, this is a good game.
It is
2.5 spread. Totals 58.5. This is a
should be
legit college football game.
Yeah.
It's up to 60.5. You're right. Yep. Oh my, plays on the over. Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Which helps UNLV, by the way.
I think so. Right.
Yeah. Our defense isn't great. Alabama, Georgia.
Thank you to the Brigade that said bless you too. Appreciate that. I just looked down at the scroll.
Georgia -5. I only have one play in this game.
I don't know.
I do.
Georgia money line. Georgia's winning the game.
Maybe.
What do you like? Over.
These two teams have played 10 times. Overs 8-2.
Yes.
This is just like when we talked about everyone thinking that Michigan, Ohio State was going to be an underplay, and they've gone over.
That was a game we liked over.
Right, and it ran over. It's the same thing. It's these two teams do not play under games. They play over games when they play each other, just like Michigan, Ohio State. They play over games when they play each other. This isn't over. This isn't over. This is a high scoring, back and forth. Turnovers will determine who wins. Football game.
The whole thing gets messed up if Bama wins.
If
Bama wins and doesn't get in,
the whole thing gets messed up if Bama wins. No, Bama wins, they're in. If Alabama beats the number one team in the country, they beat Georgia, they're in. They'll have the best win of anybody, any one-loss team in the they're going up against. They'll have the best win. The question will be Texas. Alabama would be.
Put it in the chat right now. One of the vote polls right now.
Yeah.
Who wins this game? Just win. Forget the spread. It's a perfect number. We're getting good two-way action. We're fine with that. SEC championship. Represent Alabama, Crimson Tide, Georgia Bulldogs. Who?
It's gonna be all.
You go.
And by the way, we hit 100 likes already. So
damn, son.
We're there.
Boy,
hour
girls, way to go.
It's going to be all Georgia. This is going to be all Georgia. The vote's going to
not.
Yes, it is. It's going to be like 75% Georgia.
What would you vote?
Georgia. But I'm not betting it because I think Bama can win it.
Wow.
I think if Carson Beck pukes all over himself, I'm just not. I got to see.
Always consumed with the throwing up on yourself. Like, that's what puked on himself. Stop with that. That dry gag reflex.
What do we say? Okay, what do you say? Pee all over themselves? I can say that.
Better.
Oh,
it's better.
That's better?
Yes.
Peeing all over somebody? Peeing all over themselves?
Take a shower. That's
How about stepping on their own dick? How about that?
Stinking. I don't want that.
You want that line? I can say that too. Get Will really in trouble.
What?
Say, well, stepping on your own dick.
Oh! Ow!
So,
what the?
They're all the same analogy.
Stepping on your own. Dang-a-lang?
They're all the same analogy.
What the
puking, peeing, stepping. They're all the same. You just can't get out your own damn way.
That's a hell of a problem to have if you step on your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm excited. The way the day shapes up.
It's beautiful.
We got my favorite thing about today. I'll say it at the end is the morning thing that I got tomorrow morning, and then we'll do the proxy picks. And we didn't have as many people put in Thursday picks, so we're gonna have a busy morning tomorrow, getting those done, and then it's watch football time. We're watching football. We're going from this game and just rolling it out.
I have no kid for the whole day until the night, so I'm good.
Oh hell no!
I'm all in on football tomorrow.
Ooh,
let's go,
boy!
Championship. What do I do, Dave? I got this 10-1 ticket on Florida State. It's down to 2. We got everyone speculating. McAfee and the boys are out there breaking this about the fact that Rodemaker's got a concussion.
Well, did you see him get blasted?
He did, but everyone's saying that they're worried about the protocols, saying that they violated it. He never should have come back into the game, that he's going to play, but he could have a concussion. They could, if now the scrutiny comes out, he takes one big hit in this game, they're going to pull him. Right. You might be dealing with a true freshman quarterback in the ACC title game against Louisville, who are mad after what happened last week versus Kentucky. I have to unload.
This is turning into the most compelling game of the day.
It is the most compelling game of the day. There's not a question of it. Everything hinges on this. If Florida State wins, nothing happens. The chaos doesn't happen if Florida State wins. If Florida State loses, if Bama wins and Louisville win, you want chaos? Those 2 wins, complete chaos, complete anarchy as to who gets into the Final Four.
Right. My goodness gracious.
And then championships will come into play. Hey, Texas is going to pound their chest. We're a Big 12 champ. We got a title. Oregon's going to say, hey, we got a Pac-12 title. We got 1 loss. You got to put us in. Michigan becomes the number 1 seed.
Right.
Michigan's number 1.
Means they don't play in the Rose Bowl. They got to go play in the Sugar Bowl.
Okay.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Nope.
They want them in a Rose Bowl.
True.
Michigan people will come.
We always hope for it. We rarely ever get it. it still feels like it's going to be Florida State, Oregon, Georgia, Michigan. That's what it feels like. It's what it's felt like for me for a while. But if it's not, how many units do I put down on Louisville? 4?
Just to win tomorrow.
+2?
Right.
Just in case? +1?
I mean, do you want to try for the points or just take the money line? Take the plus. No?
I could do that too. It will shrink my wager a bit, but
I mean, it's a better return.
So
I don't think the game's going to fall 2.
Probably not. I mean, the number's coming down. I mean, the number is going to be 1.5.
Oh, it's pick in 2 places right now.
Oh, it's pick now. Okay, so like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You better do it. You better do it soon.
So what do? Do I bet Louisville 3 units, 4 units? I mean, I think they win the game. I don't think FSU's winning this game. I think Louisville is winning this game.
There you go.
So like, I feel like I have to hedge on this.
Oh my.
At least to double my money, double my investment.
Right.
So
Let me
bet 3
while
units.
we're still doing this and talking college football before I forget, I have the doctor's
Wait. Let's get through this.
Oh, bonus time?
Get through this. Yeah, because we'll never get through everything. It takes too long. We're tight on time. We only got 20 minutes and we got to get through this to get Roll Call Friday on the main show.
Okay.
Hold the doctor's
the doctor's part will come in bonus.
Time. Yeah, in bonus time.
All right. Fair. Okay.
Does Iowa score? Big 10 title game.
Under. Put it in the chat. Over, under. Let's ask the boys and girls. 35. It's absurd.
72% Georgia, by the way.
That's 2 out of every 3. That's a little bit more.
Told
than
you.
2 out of every 3.
I told you.
That's the right number. It's not everybody. By the way, the doctor and I are 2 different people.
You are.
So for those of you speculating.
Better question.
Discord, which, by the way, what's the Discord channel again?
BvBshow.com. Better question. Does Iowa score or the under? Which one do you want?
I like the total in the game.
Okay.
I like to ask if you like over or under 35. Because it takes some. I'm going to talk about stepping on your thing. You got to lift your couillons up a little bit, your onions, and say, listen, I want to bet under 35 in this game. That ain't easy.
It kind of is. It's Iowa.
35?
It's Iowa. No. I'm gonna bet it in game. I'm gonna wait for it to drop down to like some stupid number like 24 and betting over. I'm just gonna go in game. Roll Call Friday after this next topic, guys.
Roll Call Friday after this next topic. So is now the time they should put their 3-digit area code in there?
Yes.
Like Luda said, we got codes, we got area codes, we got pros all over. 3-digit area code, boys and girls, with a city and a state behind it. We already got Seabass, Sebastian Anthony, representing Australia.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
He already put it in there, but we're keeping track. Perrault's got a dauber, like an old school bingo dauber. He's going to daub the states that get represented today. I like this new tradition. Excellent job by you, sir. So 3-digit area code, not your zip code. That's 5 digits. We need 3 digits.
Okay.
702 Las Vegas NV. You can put the weather in there if you'd like. You don't have to.
Do I buy a ticket on Oregon 5-1?
They're going to win.
I know. Do I buy a ticket 5-1 to win it all?
You should have already bought a 6.5 to 1 ticket. But
I know,
yes,
but it's 5. It's 5 now.
Will have your matchup, and you will be able to advance to the championship game if it's Michigan Oregon without doing anything.
What number is Oregon though? Because I don't think you think Oregon's going to be the 4 seed or the 3 seed. What are they?
3.
And so Michigan's so you got Georgia to win.
Georgia, Michigan, Oregon, 1, 2, 3. I don't know who the 4 is. I've been asking you and everyone I talk to.
Nobody knows.
Even 9-year-old Kendall for 2 weeks.
They don't know.
Everybody gives me a different answer.
Because it's a hard thing to get into.
Question.
It's a hard question.
Speaking of questions, what are people putting on a total? Look at this. It's battling back and forth. We're up over 50 votes immediately. 48-52. 54-46. Go in there and vote over or under on the Michigan Iowa Big Ten Championship.
You can leave that up for now. Roll Call Friday. Take it away, sir.
Okay. All right. Before we start, I need your help because I found this. DJ Thump got me going.
What are we doing? We only 15.
All I need you to do is say the words "jump, jump" when it's time. I'm gonna point at you. All you just say 2 words. I got to do the all you got to do is say "jump, jump." It's only 1 time. Well, 2 times if we get through the whole verse. It's only 30 seconds. Are you ready?
Go fast. Go.
Hit the music, Mikey. Also, keep it low. If you cut the clip, you got to know to keep it low. All right. You should know that crisscross. I'm changing the words crisscross. You should know that BvB is not having anything today. As we stand there, totally crossed out, we commence to make you, Perrault.
Jump, jump.
The Mac Daddy will make you.
Jump, jump.
Daddy Mac will make you.
Jump, jump.
Crisscross BvB will make you.
Jump, jump.
Don't try to compare us to another bad little fad. I'm the Mac and I'm bad. Give you something that you never had. I'll make you bump, bump, wiggle, and shake your rump because I'll be kicking the flavor that makes you want to jump. How high? Real high because I'm just so fly. A young, lovable, huggable type of guy. And everything is to the back with a little slack because inside out is wiggity, 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 whack. I come stomping with something pumping to keep you jumping. R&B rapping, bull crap is what I'm dumping. Ain't nothing suck about crisscross BvB. We all that. So when they ask, do they rock? Say, believe that. That Mac Daddy will make you.
Jump, jump.
Daddy Mac will make you.
Jump, jump.
Crisscross will make you.
Jump, jump.
Are
we done?
How about that? You want Roll Call Friday? You want BvB? We're bringing it.
I'm old enough to remember people wearing their clothes backwards, by the way, to school. So, FYI, yeah.
That, me too.
So, yeah, that was a very big song for my high school sophomore year. It was a very big song.
Big song.
Me and my friend groups. It was very big.
Got your map?
They were little, and they could run. They could rap. Yeah, I got my map. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Oh, I got to go way back. This is crazy. These boys and girls are showing up today in the chat. Holy crap. All right, here we go. Eric Prezano, 516 Long Island, New York. Kevin Whitrock, 319 Iowa City, Iowa. RJ is in the 630 Batavia, Illinois.
Nice.
Santiago Garza, 970 Grand Junction, Colorado.
Got you.
Colorado. Addison, 812, the town that Bobby built, Indiana. CBW, 315 Oswego, New York. It's 44 rating degrees and melted all the snow. All right. Kevin Roper, 601 Hattiesburg, Mississippi. MISSI, PPI. JC from KC, 216 Cleveland, Ohio, 43 degrees with some cloud and rain cover. Chris Brady took a title shot in Oregon first half. That's not a 3-digit area code, Brady. Follow the instructions.
Or is that a title shot?
Title shots are welcome. Take them. Take them if you got them. Keith Graff, 978 Littleton, Massachusetts. Kyle Meyer, 541 Eugene, Oregon. Go Ducks. Got to get this. Is that the guy we got to get the Ducks hat? We're going to go green with gold or gold with green or white with gold and green. Yeah. Working on that. If they win this weekend, I got things to do this weekend. I'm going to get you some hats, I think. Konowinski, Vinny, 260 Fort Wayne, Indiana, the other 3 River City. Daniel G, new to the show, very participative both here and on the Twitter at Boston versus the Book, and me and you at Sports Beat Cake and Sig and at Sports Talk Matt. Thank you, Daniel G. Found the show recently, loves it, big part of his day. He's in Saginaw, Michigan, 989. We're growing up there in the Michigan area as well. Jimmy Jack 4Ks, Rochester, New York, 585. Matthew Bonvie. That's another big man we got to have on the row of making sure people get in and out of wherever we go. He's going to travel with us, 519 Amherstburg, Ontario, representing Canada. Jonathan Livingston's in the 480, Scottsdale, Arizona. Eron Sean, 703 Centerville, Virginia. Nathan Phillips, 614 C-Bus, Ohio versus everybody. Enjoy the games this weekend, Buckeye fans. I don't think you're getting in, but you can keep believing. Like Journey said, don't stop believing. Pierre Chevalier, 613, another Ontario, Ottawa, Canada, 613. Football Guy, 97, 717, Lancaster, PA. Chef Benny's in 401, Warwick, Rhode Island. Dave's Daily Picks represent Indiana, 317, Lebanon, Indiana. But we ain't no hoes We got area codes, though. We got codes and pros. J. Dow Betts, 410 St. Michael's, Maryland. Jim Montgomery, Monty, 215 Philly Burbs, 45 and rainy. We're going to need an actual report maybe from you on Sunday about the weather for the biggest game, which is maybe a Super Bowl preview.
NFC.
Not a Super Bowl preview, an NFC championship preview to see who goes to the Super Bowl or comes to the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. Thank you, Monty. Roger Long. 2 teams, same spot. Michigan wins 42-3. What's your area code, Roger? I know you're in Indiana. I don't know his area code, though, off the top of my head. One more time, 3 exclamation points. Dennis G, Pacific Northwest. 360 Olympia, Washington.
Nice.
Thank you, sir, for being here, Dennis G. JPC to 4, 313, Detroit, Michigan. Thank you, sir. Jordan, 1-star Gorov, 702, representing the BvB at Allegiant Stadium tonight. He's going to the game, got his tickets. Oregon minus 9.5 is the biggest bet he's ever made in his life.
Oh, my.
Go get some. Play that music, trumpet, whatever you got to do. Keep it up, 1-star. I'll text you if I get down and see you later. Sean Powers, 817, Fort Worth, Texas. AOWN is in 319 Independence, Iowa.
Yep.
Okay. John, Greensburg, PA, 724. Jason Tesh, 361 Victoria, Texas. Be something if Ohtani goes to Texas. Those Texas people. Texas immediately is the favorite to win the World Series again. Corey Macbeth, 402 Omaha, Nebraska. Nice call yesterday, by the way, for Creighton team total over Perrault. That got home. That was good. Sonic, the Wrench, 602 Phoenix. Tweeted the Washington Post article link, by the way, for after the show. There you go. You guys can go read that. I'm going to go read it. I didn't read it yet, but Gus and Danny and the guys that wrote it sent me a text and said, thank you again. Hopefully there'll be a link there. We'll find a few more listeners and followers for this. That's Adam McQuaid, 724 Irwin, PA. That's outside of Pittsburgh. Welcome, sir. 724 to go along with the 412. Bill Tarleton is in 212 NYCNY.
Beautiful. New York City.
That is right in the city, baby.
I'll see you in a month or less than.
212. Well, maybe sooner. We may pop into that party. Ain't nobody gonna know. We may just pop into a party in New York City. Popping bottles. They won't know we're coming. Matt Armbruster, 970 Sterling, Colorado. JC from KC. Holy crap. We blasted through the likes. We're up to over 100 likes already today. Love this show. He's in the 216 representing the KC. I got the DM, sir. Don't worry about it. It's going to get taken care of. You keep rooting for the Chiefs. Luke, 606 Pikeville, Kentucky. I don't remember seeing Luke or Pikeville, Kentucky ever represented, but thank you for being here, sir. Jesse Photo, 217 Champaign, Illinois. Chris Auto, of course, PSU Auto on the Twitter, 412 Pittsburgh, PA. He's headed to the Pittsburgh, Arizona game on Sunday under the total. Damn right, under the total. And thank you for putting that clip out on socials yesterday. I had to, again, sit Shiva, stay off social media for Linda and her honor, kind of just let it go. But you tweeted the clip. Pittsburgh Steelers and the under. That's the play for Sunday. Francisco Ochoa, 760 Escondido, California. Welcome, sir. As always, thank you for being here. ATL Coos. I think there's 6 O's in that. 404, Atlanta, Georgia. Boss.
That's a new
Atlanta,
state.
Georgia.
That's a new state. There we go.
New state?
Yeah, that's Georgia.
Dob it.
Yeah.
Dob it. Boss 429 is in 216 Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome, sir. Browns, big trouble this week in the Rams. We'll get to all that in the bonus time in the pro games. J. Pat Miller. J. Pat's in the chat. My man J. Pat. He's holding it down in the 414 Milwaukee. Represented originally the Chicago area.
Wisconsin.
Got to sit down with J. Pat, have a tremendous lunch. It was great. I can't wait to see J. Pat again. We might have to go see J. Pat on his home turf.
Yeah, in the summer. Yeah, in the summer.
I don't know.
I ain't going to Wisconsin. I ain't going to Wisconsin in the wintertime.
Can't do it?
Ain't doing it. No,
I don't know.
Ain't happening, dude.
What J. Pat showed us in 10 minutes, we may have to go. We may have to go deliver a bag in person. I'm just saying. Thank you, J. Pat. Love you, sir. Hope your dad had a good trip to Vegas.
Yeah.
Zachariah, 860 Bristol, Connecticut. Hey.
Oh, there it is. I was waiting
Bristol,
for Connecticut.
Connecticut.
All right. We got that done. Nice.
How about that? You watch it at the ESPN facilities in Bristol? What are you doing, Zachariah? Tell them people we said hello, please, if you're there. But hello to you, sir, and thank you for representing Connecticut.
Right.
D Stout 19, our farmer. Gonna have to put a picture of this guy on a farm track machine or something with that hat or something. But he's in D Stout 19 is in 507 Pipestone, Minnesota.
Boom.
Still never been to Minnesota, but you can damn be sure that when we go, we're going to see D Stout.
Oh, I love
Thank you, sir,
Minneapolis.
for being
Is an awesome town. I love
you
Minneapolis.
and your son. Hopefully, enjoying this show, listening to the show every day. He shows up every day, not just here, but in life. Thank you, D Stout. Gary Flights 419 Toledo, Ohio. Rainmaker 512 and the 412. Sweet Lou, get out of your head. Put the picks in. 4-1 coming. Leanest Crimmage 705 Aurelia, Ontario. It's 1 degree Celsius.
Whew.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I know it's cold.
34, right? 35?
That's about 35, 36 degrees, I believe. Yeah, that's cold. Welcome to the show. Stay warm, sir. B2 Bartown 719 Colorado Springs, Colorado. Roger Long's up in the 765 Clinton, Indiana. I knew that. PSU Sheppy 412 the Berg, Steel City. It's 46 degrees and raining.
Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania's that's
Keep
like 7.
Coming.
Yeah.
Keep coming. Shep's had a long week, but he's here on Friday. Shep, I'm going to get that lid made for you too, sir. Underscore the Atom, the 303 Castle Rock, Colorado. Sports card ripping teacher, 630 Woodridge, Illinois.
Nice.
We met representing Illinois and the Indiana people keep coming too.
We know this. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois.
Heath Bierce, 309 East Moline, Illinois. It's 38 degrees and raining very hard there.
Oh, God, that's the worst. Just turn to snow.
Cold.
Just turn to snow at that point. 38
John
rain.
Starrett, 304 Oak Hill, West Virginia.
Nice.
James Berger, 563 Davenport, Iowa. It's a safe haven for animals except snakes. No good for snakes there. Oh. Mikey Awesome, 757 Newport News, Virginia. ODU Brigadeville. Stay strong. Drive around. Keep telling people it's working. The man has BvB Brigade on his license plate, telling everybody in Virginia it's happening. Welcome back from there's the license plate right there. And him and the kid were fighting with lightsabers and BvB hats down in Orlando at the happiest place on earth. That was awesome. Samantha Sayer.
Oh,
she's in the 304, Poca, West Virginia. Let's go, Dots.
Nice.
52 degrees and cloudy there.
That's
okay. Well, wear the rain gear, Samantha. Thank you for being here. Jay Twizzy, 651 Chile, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Ooh, it's getting cold there. Deuce Daly, 978 Lowell, Massachusetts. The Juice, 602 The Valley, Arizona, 61 degrees and sunny. That's why he lives in the desert.
Amen.
Damn right. We live here in Vegas too, is for the sun and the winters, not so much the summers. Joel Onler, 319 CR, Iowa.
Nice.
Okay.
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids. Oh, that's inside code. You got to be, I didn't know that. You knew that. CR, Iowa.
Yep.
Big Business is in 325 Ozuna, Texas. Just pulled up to the hunting camp with the little lady, and it's a beautiful 69 degrees. See, Big Business does things a little bit different. I take the wife to steak dinner. You take her to go shoot the animal and then come home and cook it. Things a little bit different down in Texas. I just go and say, somebody make that shit.
Hunting. Deer season.
Oh, is it down in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, it is back east. Floodhouse, 203 New Haven, Connecticut. So we got another Connecticut person.
There we
Excellent work, sir. Bryant Halsey, 337 Elton, Louisiana, enjoying the BvB and some gumbo.
Man,
gumbo.
I got to get back to Louisiana soon, man. I love that state.
Oh, we got to go.
We
got to go.
State. That state's that's a great state. Really
Ross
is.
Randall's in the 978 Amesbury, Massachusetts. It's
nice.
53. But
Amesbury, but you're close. Okay.
Amesbury, 53 and got a winter storm coming.
Do we? Uh-oh. Get it out of the way before I get there, please.
We got to get that done. Yeah. Sports Avengers in 724. He's in Quaker Steak and Lube in Sharon, Pennsylvania. Put us on a big screen at Sharon, PA at Quaker Steak. Get us a deal while we're there. We love those wings. That would be fantastic. Sports Avengers, sell somebody there the package and we'll hook you up. That would be great. Stevie Mack, he's in Oklahoma today. 918 Henrietta, Oklahoma. So he's back. That's good.
That's tremendous.
Yeah. So I think we got it all, Perrault. If you guys come in bonus time, I'll get you shouted out. Hit the out, Perrault. Get us out of here for the people on Sports Grid and Sirius XM.
Hold on real fast before we do that. Let's
What?
Hold on. You got to do the radio thing, right? We told him we're doing it. We got to pay it off.
Paid off.
We got to show them. We got to show them, right? We got to show them everything that happened before. Hold on 1 second. One second.
You're making me nervous.
As fast as I can do it. I'm doing it. Hold on.
Okay. What?
Just so we can show
The
everybody.
Map?
Yeah.
The map?
Yes, we can show them
the map.
What it is, what it looks like, and how it goes. And so just load it up, and then you guys can give me 1 more minute, and you guys can see all of it, just so you can see it live when you're watching it on YouTube, watching it on before you guys slide off of Sirius XM here.
I can stay for the BvB bonus time.
I do, but I want it on. I want it on. And there it is. There is Roll Call Friday.
Look at that.
Australia and Canada. That's what those awful writings. It's hard to write with a mouse.
No New Mexico's. That's our goal next week. We got to get that whole.
So Hawaii will come in later. I didn't write down Hawaii because I know Landon's not here live. So we'll have Hawaii. You can add Hawaii later.
Okay.
But the states we missed this time around, we didn't have Maine this time around or New Jersey, but we added new states for sure in Georgia and Oklahoma. So
okay,
that should be 35 or 36 states if you count them all up.
Right.
Which is pretty damn good for Roll Call Friday.
Okay.
That's awesome. You guys are the best. As Dave was saying, we are going to continue talking, continue rolling with everything on the other side. Thank you to Sirius XM and Sports Grid. You guys, talk to you on Monday. For you guys who are watching Sports Grid, you can see us live, well, most of the time on Thursdays and Friday nights, but Monday back for you guys. If you are live with us here on YouTube and Twitter, it is time for bonus time. Okay. That was fun.
We got a couple more people just popped in. Joe C. Myers is in the 210 Fort Sam, Houston, San Antonio, Texas, but he's originally from the 931 Clarksville, Tennessee.
We got that. Okay.
We do have Tennessee. Okay. Yep. All right. Very good. Crop_Duster 007, like James Bond flying a plane to crop dust the crops. 757 Newport News, baby. Let's go Horns. Beat the sorry Will shit out of them pokes. We can say it now. We ain't got to say sorry, Will, although thank you, Will. We got to shout Will out too. He's doing an unbelievable job.
So the states, just so you guys know, the states that we do not have so far. So if you're in this state, tell us, okay? We don't have New Mexico,
okay,
Utah,
okay,
Idaho.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, we have Idaho. No, we have Idaho. Let me correct myself. Okay, we have Idaho. Sorry, I'll adopt that. Okay, I'll get. Hold on. Let me just do.
Do we have Arkansas?
We do not.
Okay, Justin Davis just popped in BvB bonus time. 501 Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, bam. Okay, so now Arkansas is done. Okay, so the states we don't have: Alaska, Hawaii, but that will change with Hawaii. New Mexico, Utah, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Maine, and New Jersey. That's it.
I can't believe we don't have no New Jersey guys watching right now.
Because they're all in New York. But that's what we missed. We've had New Jersey and Maine before, but we didn't get it today. So
how about this one? I ain't seen this one before.
What?
Gordon Mathers.
Okay.
EH54 Livingston, Scotland.
Wow.
Hello,
UK.
Scotland.
There we go with the UK.
Hello, my dear Watson.
All right, we got the UK.
Scotland.
So again, I'll
Another
add
country.
That's 4 countries so far. No Mexico and no Colombia today, but Australia, Canada, and Scotland. Very, very cool. That's awesome. So before we wrap, what?
We didn't know this one.
What?
Vinko Martinsevich. Don't know the number, but he thinks it's 385 because he's in Croatia.
What?
He's in Croatia.
Okay. We're getting this is
Vinko, and he ain't a bot. Welcome to the
he
show,
ain't a bot.
Vinko.
He ain't a bot. All right, 5 countries. So before we're done, if you guys pop in again, Hawaii, Alaska, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, New Jersey, and Maine. Something tells me Maine and New Jersey we might be able to cross off, and if that happens, this will be the biggest Roll Call Friday ever for number of states and countries. So it's pretty. So what? Hawaii. I'm just counting Hawaii because Landon always says he's here, so he'll watch it. So I'm counting Hawaii, Alaska, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, 8 states, 42.
Okay, so you got Kansas? Did we already got Kansas?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Kansas,
just
Missouri.
came in and said
Yep.
316 Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
cold and 30 degrees.
Yeah, we got Kansas. We got Missouri. We have Kansas. We've got it. I mean, the Midwest is literally completely booked. The middle part of this country, you guys are awesome. You basically start at Pennsylvania and you go all the way over to Colorado, and it's every state except North Dakota and South Dakota. Those are the only two states that we don't have people in watching the show.
The other doctor that we know, the Dr. WW,
Okay.
W squared doctor,
Right.
Zach, just popped in from the 310 Los Angeles.
Cali. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Hello. Thanks for being here.
All right, all
right.
This should be unbelievable. Go
Back to football. Let's get to some stories that we did not get into here for the NFL yesterday. Indy is -1 at Tennessee. The total is 43. Good game. Sneaky game.
This is not a good game. This is
sneaky. It's a divisional right. It's a divisional game. Both teams trying to win the division. Houston's showing some cracks. They could be beat at certain points. Young quarterback, untested.
How about this?
Yeah.
The underscore the Adam says he listens from Montana 4 days a week, but every Friday he's back in Colorado. Does that count for the dot?
I'm counting it.
Yeah, he's in Montana 4 days.
It's our rule, so I'm counting it.
Put that in there.
There we go.
Doctor.
There we go.
WW. We'll have the Doctor Parlay.
I got to go to
you
Montana.
Want Doctor Parlay now? Before we do it?
No, do it right before Better to Book It. We'll do 4.
Right,
we'll do the NFL games and then we'll do Better to Book It.
First thought, this can't be.
What?
Somebody must have just called somebody. Somebody must have just called somebody. The power of the BvB is real. Welcome, for the first time ever, Alaska.
Hey!
Alaska just made it into the chat. Scott Bartholomew.
Wow.
Is in the 907 Ketchikan, Alaska.
So we have Alaska before we have Maine today. That's pretty impressive.
Call your sister. What
Call
the hell?
Sister. Yeah, tell Maggie. Hey, Maggie, what are you
doing? Just get on and get in the chat. She ain't even got to leave a super chat. You guys can leave a super chat if you'd like, but we'll get to that here too. All right.
Yep.
First thought with this one. Okay, the narrative is this. Dome teams outside in December.
Yep.
Doesn't usually end well. Indy's a dome team outside in Tennessee in December. I don't know what the weather is like, although it sounds like in that pocket back there, it's going to be wet, rainy, and will go up a little bit cold.
I want this number to stay right where it is, and I will wong the hell out of it.
Wong!
I will wong this game.
Here's you and the Wong again.
Yep. This is
about stepping on the dick, and now you're talking about the Wong.
I will Wong tease this from +1 to +7 for the Titans.
Wow. I like the Titans.
Yeah.
But I don't want to fall for the Titans again, like at a contest.
Why? I bet them last week too, and same thing happened. They'll lose, but they won't lose by it'll be a one-score game.
Right.
You want to lay double digits basically for Miami on the road against the Commanders?
You want to take double digits basically with Washington at home? I can turn that question right back at you.
I want no part of this game.
I ain't even going to watch the highlights of this game unless there's somebody getting hurt or something.
It's the crap game. Dead cat bounce for the Panthers. Are we in on +5.5? They fired their coach.
You know it.
We're 5-0. We're 5-0 this year.
You know it. Let me get a drink at the same time. We'll get a drink at the same time. Look at it.
We are 5-0 doing this. Betting on a dead cat bounce. Taking 5.5. I think you got to do it. Panthers +5.5. They could. I have two things going in this because I need Tampa to lose out because I have under 6.5 wins for Tampa. They have 4. So this is a game that I had this in the win column for them. So it would be phenomenal to have them lose this game outright. But I'll take 5.5 just in case.
Oh, we got a ton of people from Indiana that are coming at you for the Tennessee Wall.
It's fine. All you Colt fans, it's okay. It's all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys can win the game by 3 and I win. We're good.
Are the Bucks going to be a top survivor pick? God, this might be, right? This is scary as hell. I wouldn't use this game. Are you crazy?
This is a no play. If our guy comes with Tampa, we got to talk him off of it. You can't take Tampa this week. You can't.
I ain't saying shit to that guy.
Not going to help. We can't help him. We can't
help. How can we help? He got this far. He's 1 of 80. I ain't saying shit.
I only disagree with one of his plays. Every other week I've agreed with all his plays. We didn't have to say anything. I would have disagreed with this. He takes Tampa. I'm going to go.
Put this in the chat right now. We got Carolina plus 5.5, which I think is an obvious play. I think you have to take it.
By the way,
or Tampa minus 5.5.
54% are on the over in the Big Ten title game.
Really? We had more overs than unders?
Yeah, 54% put the over. I think it's actually a decent.
That's a great. I mean, that's perfect. That's why the number's sitting.
Right, at 35.
Perfect.
Right.
54% to 45%. Why does it never add up to 100?
It's a great point. I don't know why.
It's 99 every time.
Yeah, it's a great point.
It must be a percentage, like 54.4 and then 45.6.
So what do you want the question to be?
Represent this game, a caca game, shit, poop, all of it. But it has a dead cat bounce.
Okay.
Carolina plus 5.5, Tampa minus.
Oh, so you want the number? Okay.
You got to have the spread. Who in the hell is picking this game straight up? Ain't nobody coming in here.
I might
do it. I think
I might. What do you mean? I might.
I know, me too. I think Carolina plus the points. It's a field goal game, right? No.
I mean, I don't know. It might be one of those things where, like, if you're going to take the Panthers, might as well bet them on the money line because if they cover, they probably win.
Oh, I like the points. I'd rather have the points. Tampa minus 5.5, Panthers plus 5.5. For those of you that stayed this long, thank you again. Participate in the show. We love it all. Hit the button.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'm voting. I just voted.
Panthers. Niners, Philly, finally. Will this number go anywhere? This number come down, up at all before kick?
I don't think so.
It's just going to stop right there.
That's it. That's all you need to do. Get to 3. We're good. Biggest single handle game up to this point of the season.
49ers in game.
Oh,
that will be my play. Yeah, that's my bet.
Armbruster came in the chat, said dead cat bounces undefeated.
It is.
We're getting votes on this. Wow, the boys and girls are voting. Thank you guys so much.
This year is monster. I mean, dead cat bounce this year is ridiculous. Every sport, doesn't matter the sport, college football, NBA, NHL, don't matter. It's crazy.
Right.
Dead cat bounce, fire the coach, win the next game. But even the Wild won 2 games. They won what, 5-1, 6-1 last night? Back-to-back games they won. They crushed last night.
Yeah.
Wild are 2-0 since firing their coach. Edmonton's got a massive winning record since they fired their coach.
Right.
Offensive coordinator for the Bills. They've won. They won the next game. You guys fired Matt Canada. You won the next game.
Stevie Mack said he's taking Eagles plus 3. Niners are made of glass. They get hurt. They got to be perfect. Give me the Eagles all day.
I don't think that's accurate. They get hurt. He's right, but I don't think they're made of glass. I don't agree with that point. That they're not made. That team's not made out of glass.
Roger Longstead teasing the total up and taking the under in that game.
Oh, careful.
I like over.
Yeah, be real careful. The Eagles can score, and so can the Niners. I'd be real careful with that total being teased up. I prefer the over the game, period.
Oh, look at this. For those of you that don't know, during the live chat, you can leave a super chat.
Yep.
And Samantha Sarah just came in with a $5
Thank
bill.
you. Appreciate that.
And said she was an audio listener, but now going to be a live listener. Thanks, Dave and Matt, for the invite from Twitter/X.
Nice.
And the DMs. That's our friend at PW Bets Unlocked. That's
PW Bets
Samantha.
Unlocked is a female?
Damn Skippy.
What?
Yes.
I thought that was a bot.
That's not a bot. That's Samantha.
That's a woman.
That's Samantha. Does amazing work. Yeah.
She's up at like all times of weird in the out.
I'm not sure Samantha sleeps.
That thing gets retweeted at like 2:00 in the morning.
I don't know how or what. If
I would have bet my life on that being a bot, that account was a bot.
Right. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
That's incredible. That's a real person and a woman on top of that.
Yeah. And she's a big fan.
That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate everything. Thank you.
And she really wrote a very, very nice, heartfelt message to me.
Nice.
I will repeat off the air.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, she's in the mix now. So
very cool. That's super exciting. All right. Nice.
What's the voting going on that? I moved my screen and now my poll disappeared and I can't
75% of the Panthers.
Yeah. We didn't do one for the Eagles in San Francisco. 75% are on the dog in our chat.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good number. It's okay. That's fine. It's the Bucks. The Bucks suck. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. That's
sometimes I get nervous that might be a public doggy.
Yeah. Doctor's parlay is what?
Oh, we need the doctor. The doctor in the house. We got to have the doctor. And for the record, those of you, again, watching
it's not
show,
Dave. That was awesome. I think Dave's the doctor's parlay because Dave wants to give out parlays. He can't give out parlays, so he wants to give out parlays, so he does it on a pseudonym name. That was the best. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Have we not seen the doctor and Dave in the same place? Everybody's starting an investigation.
That was awesome. I love it.
It was awesome. I love it.
But
I am not the doctor, although I could have gone to medical school, but I can't stomach the heartache and the pain of the business. No, I could take the blood. That's no problem. But when somebody's sick, I feel it like personally. I have that inside thing that I can't just shut off and say, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. No, you're not. All right. Game number 307. That's New Mexico State.
Nice. Tonight. So this is tonight, guys. Okay. So you got to play this parlay tonight.
If you use all four.
Yeah. It's tonight.
Tonight kicks it off. New Mexico State. Now he's taking them plus the points, but also on the money line. They're about plus 350 on the money line. Give me Liberty or give me death. No, he wants New Mexico State. Okay. 315 game number is SMU. SMU plus the points against Tulane in the American Championship game in Yeoman Stadium, New Orleans, Louisiana.
What's the line?
You're getting 4.
Okay. I thought it's low. Yeah.
If you take the money line, it's around plus 150. Okay. 319 Appalachian State. And Appalachian State, this is the Sun Belt Championship played at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Troy, Alabama. You ever been to Troy, Alabama, Perrault?
I have, yes.
Is this a big deal there? Like when they play this championship games?
Not in Troy, but all the other teams go. Like App State brings people. Like they
do.
Oh, yeah. There'll be people there.
Okay. Well, the line's around 6 or 6.5.
Okay.
He likes them to win outright. The dog. Who
are they playing?
Plus points. They're playing Troy.
Oh God.
Plus 180.
Troy's the higher seed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got dogs. These are all dogs.
No, I know, but I mean they're on the road. That's a road game.
Oh, this is where Troy plays all the time.
Yeah. Troy, Alabama. This is
Troy, Alabama. Oh,
this is.
It says it right here. I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
That's what I was asking. I was like, people I thought it might have been neutral. It's not neutral, so it's a home game for Troy. Ooh, okay.
And he already has the University of Louisville against Florida State.
He's right.
They're winning the game.
Yeah,
plus 105. He took on a money line. He said, just take the money line.
Yep.
No need to
take the points.
No need to.
Yeah, I'm going to get off the air here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll hammer Louisville here.
Okay.
It needs to be done on that. Yeah. So, okay.
So there you
time
go.
now for Bet It. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Bet It or Bucket time. It's Friday, so we got a bunch of these we got to get into. First half, over 33. Pac-12 title game. Oregon versus Washington tonight. Two of the highest scoring teams in the first half in college football.
I like it.
Offense.
Bet it.
Need 5 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah.
Team total over Oregon 38.5. You can add Oregon to every parlay if you want. Oregon's winning this game. Washington may cover. Oregon's winning this game.
Worried this number's a little high?
To cover or this team total is high?
Team total.
Yeah, 41-34 final, somewhere in that range. I think the game goes over, but I'm more confident on the Oregon offense against Washington defense than what Washington. Okay. Washington, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be stunned if Washington absolutely houses Washington tonight. It won't shock me at all.
Oregon houses Washington. You said Washington house Washington.
Sorry, Oregon houses Washington. Thank you. Oregon houses Washington. Yes. If the Ducks win this game by 20 plus points, it's not going to stun me at all. You want to talk about style points? Go get a revenge in a championship setting against a team that beat you. There's the solid message to the committee that we're the team that needs to get in.
To get over this total, they have to win.
Fair. Yes.
They're not going to score over 38.5
and lose.
Right.
But 41, I think, is the number you threw out. I think it's a good number.
It's 41-31.
I think they score 41 points.
Somewhere in that neighborhood is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But they're not going to stop. Lanning's not stopping. Dan Lanning is not taking. He's not taking the foot off the gas tonight. They're going to score as many points.
This is to win Bo Nix the Heisman. This is to win everything. This is to go to the freaking playoff and play in the Rose Bowl.
Right. So that's why I bet.
Pack the joint. So
tonight,
I just got a text from Porter.
Okay.
Porter's Picks. You can follow him on Twitter. He's going to the game tonight. He said if we're there, hook up. I don't think we're going to be there because we'll be on Sports Grid tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. But he said Oregon. Oh, he sent me a ticket. Absolute blowout winner. Woo! He laid the 9.5. Dimer. Oh, my. All right. Good luck,
10,
Porter.
10 or 1?
No, 9.5. 9.5.
No, dimes, you said.
No. One dime. A dime.
Okay.
A dimer.
Still. Suns Nuggets, no Booker tonight. Don't care. Suns Nuggets over 224. Number probably crashed, is what I'm guessing.
This is going to get lost in the whole night of stuff. I wanted to see this game. I don't know how much of this game I'll be watching.
I like Nuggets money line. We'll watch it on Sports Grid tonight, though.
We'll be done. It's tips at 7.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah. And we got things to do.
We can preview it at least.
Yeah.
Better to book it. What's the total now? Up or down?
Is everybody playing?
No, Booker's out.
Under.
Big number here. Nuggets score 120.
Whoa, they lay one on them?
No, they may. I think it's like 120, 115. Both teams are going to score. Not a lot of defense in this game, but I'm going over tonight.
Okay.
UNLV plus 2.5 against Boise.
Bro, what do we do with this game?
I'm going with the team to bounce back. I think Odom at home. They're coming back. Everyone's saying Boise's got the experience. Boise's got the talent. Boise's been here before.
Did they play head-to-head already this season?
I don't remember if they did. They may have. I think Boise. I think UNLV.
UNLV lost to San Jose State.
Yep.
And they lost to who else?
That's it. Well, Fresno State.
Okay. So did they play Boise and beat them, or this is the first time seeing them?
They did not play Boise. Yeah, first time seeing Boise this year.
Oh, boys and girls, if you're going to watch this game, who are you betting?
They're not watching this game. They're all watching Georgia, Alabama. So just don't ask it. They're not watching this game. Yeah, they're not watching this game. We're talking about it. The only reason we're talking about this game is because it's here and I teach at UNLV. That's why we're talking about this game.
It's a sneaky good game.
It's a very good game, but it has a personal interest. So that's why. Georgia, Alabama over 55. Total's 8-2 over the last 10 between these two.
I'll be the stubborn book and say book it.
You're going up. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think Georgia wins a lower scoring game. But I can be wrong.
Yeah. Bama's defense can give up points. Only way Bama wins is if the game goes over.
I don't think Bama scores that many points.
Okay. Louisville
27-13, some other crap like that. 27-20, that still gets us under. 27-24 gets us under. Bama covers.
I'm going 2 or more units on Louisville against Florida State.
Big unit play.
Got to hedge off of the future.
You have to.
Yep.
You owe that to yourself.
Yeah.
Put in all the work, made the bet with the right number. Crazy because you could double up and make it even more because they're 20-5-1 now.
Right.
But that's okay. 10-1 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not winning this game.
Bet Louisville. Bet it.
Michigan, I'm laying the 22.5.
I know fear in you.
No, it's not even a question. 31-3 final.
How the hell's Iowa? Iowa ain't scoring double digits. It's the only way they covered us. Right?
Yeah.
34-10. Fine.
2 more. I've not bet this yet. Just full disclosure. I'm looking to bet this. I'm hoping the number goes to 6 because I would rather go even than go through 0. But teaser, Steelers essentially win the game.
This looks good.
Packers plus 12.
The shtick is I say book it, but I don't know which side loses that one.
Yeah. So that's my
Packers are playing the Chiefs tight on Sunday. And the Steelers are winning the game. Come on, bro.
And then finally, I'm going San Fran -3 against Philly.
Damn, son. That's the side. All the Robinsons and parallelograms, they're all sharp guys. Bad guys are all on the Niners. You back me into the corner. The books take the bets too. I'll say it falls 3 at worst.
Okay.
So I would book it.
Here we go with super chat questions.
Talk about
no question. Just wishing you guys a good start to December, to Matt and Dave and to all the brigade. Thank you, Sonic. You rock. Big business. Think I'm bad now. I'd be insufferable if we sign Ohtani. Big business on the Rangers. Question for bonus time. As an SMU fan, what are y'all's thoughts on them at +3.5 at Tulane? Love you both. We'll be listening tonight. Cheers.
Doctor said the wrong team's favored in that game.
He did.
He said SMU should be favored.
So to win outright, SMU.
You know, it's not because the game's in New Orleans, but that's, you know, Tulane's close. But so what? Like a lot of times, now he's been wrong before. Don't get me wrong,
right?
But he said that game should be pick'em, or even SMU could be favored. So
right. Corey McBeth says Matt, Creighton is 6-1, Nebraska's 7-0 this Sunday. How would you bet that game? Jays all day.
Wait a second. Nebraska basketball 7-0.
Yeah, okay. Let's pull Nebraska's basketball.
Is that for real?
Okay. So all of a sudden, Fred's got a team. Yeah. Here's their schedule. Okay. As to who they played. Doane, Linwood, Florida A&M, Rider, Stony Brook, Oregon State, Duquesne, Cal State Fullerton.
The Dokies.
Are you at all concerned about Nebraska being 7-0? I would be concerned if they weren't 7-0 with that schedule.
Don't underestimate the Duquesne Dukes.
Oh, right. Yeah, forgot. It was
Cal
at home,
State
by the way.
Fullerton?
Is at home. They haven't played a road game yet, by the way. Every game's at home. Fred's smart. Fred's just stacking wins against cupcake clown show opponents at home.
So where are they playing that game? At Creighton?
Nope. At Pinnacle.
Creighton's running over and playing them there.
But they just played a road game against Oklahoma State last night and played well. This is the second. This is bad for Nebraska. They've already played a road game. Bad for Nebraska.
When's that game?
This weekend. Oh, is it next weekend or this weekend? Hold on. It is Sunday.
Huh.
Sunday afternoon.
So Creighton's going to be big favorite, no?
8, 9?
Okay.
Somewhere in that range?
Is that what they just were 7.5 at Oklahoma State?
It was 9.5, and it was bet down to 7.5, and they covered them all.
So they're going to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same number up. Let you think about taking it, and then Creighton.
Yeah, it's bad. This is bad for Fred. This is bad for Hoiberg in Nebraska that the Jays played against Okie State. Typically, the first road game for Nebraska when it's the alternating year, their first road game is at Nebraska. That's when they get caught because they haven't played in a hostile environment.
Oh,
this is the second game. This is bad news. Okay. Bad news for Nebraska. The Jays just went. They went to Okie State and played well in a very hard environment to play in.
Gotcha.
So, Jays big in my opinion. Team total Creighton over. Same bet. The books keep on putting it up at 75, 76. Put it over. The Jays are scoring.
Especially on the road. It's hard to put a higher number than that.
They're scoring 80. They're scoring 80 a game. I don't care where the game is. The Jays are scoring 80. So 81 last night. They scored 79-9 last night. They're scoring 79, 80 points every game. That's what they're going to score. And I mean, they had a big run at the end of the first half, a 17-0 run to kind of put that game away against Okie State. But, you know, they're very deep and they're very talented. And Nebraska, this is the rivalry game for Creighton basketball. Go beat the fuck out of the Huskers. That's what every fan wants them to go and do. So
I love when you just get in there like that with the bonus time.
That's what they want. I'm just telling you.
Let's go.
That's what they want them to do. That's exactly what they want to do. Well, shouldn't Nebraska fans be focused on their bowl game?
Oh, that was a low blow. Who said that? That was
AOWN.
AOWN. He's zingered.
That's a boot shot to the nuts right there. That's tremendous. Samantha, that was good. You already read that one about being an audio. Now she's coming on over. That's great. Awesome. JPC, the fourth reminder, open the chat for BvB After Dark. That's for the Sports Grid, folks. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Go Blue, One Pride. And then Dave's Daily Pick said, Panthers are cats and they bounced through all their 9 lives already. I'm glad you liked my review of the show. The BvB is a movement. Oh, that was from Dave. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you for writing that. Yeah. That was really nice of you. And yes, you did coin that BvB is a movement. That's true. Favorite thing about today is what?
I got 2 things. One is happening tonight. One is happening tomorrow. tonight we are doing the show on Sports Grid from 5 to 7 Pacific.
We are.
And that's 8 to 10 Eastern. The chat is supposed to be open. We got Jack already cleared that. So we'll be on doing our thing, which is fun. But after that, the Las Vegas Desert Dogs make their home debut tonight at the Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay. And my man, DJ Thump, is the official DJ of the team. And he said today at the end of his show that they asked him to provide energy throughout the game. So he is going to do mixing and his thing for the entire game, not just in between whistles. They want music, pumping, bring energy. So me and you finish at 7. I will be in the car. Hopefully there will be no traffic, and I will make it for at least the second half of the entirety of the Las Vegas Desert Dogs game tonight. I'm going to go. I want to see him. I'm going to try to introduce myself to him and tell him thank you. And at some point, got to have him on the show. Who knows? That's number one. Go to sleep. Like our friend John Anik said, one more sleep until Saturday morning when little Sig Kendall, 9 years old, who's been running after school and the girls on the run, took a week off while she was sick and school was off and everything, but she's been running after school training to run in a 5K race, which is 3.1 miles.
It's unbelievable.
I just found out yesterday. What?
That's what I run.
That's good. Right. Oh, you're frozen. Snap your fingers. We'll get you out. Almost here.
Freezing.
Almost done. That's the first freeze of the show.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's good.
That's okay. She's running tomorrow morning in a race at UNLV. I don't even know where or what. I just found this out yesterday, and I was like, wait a second. And she's like, yeah, I signed everyone up. And I was like, listen, I can't run right now. I don't think I'm in running condition, but I will walk with you or jog with you as long as I can, and hopefully you'll beat me. And she said, I'll bet you, and she'll beat me, and we might have to have a bet on it, which I'll try to keep up with her as long as I can. But that's the favorite thing about today. Tomorrow, tonight, DJ Thump. Tomorrow, Kendall, 5K, the whole fam. Maybe supposed to go. I don't know about the two older kids. They're kind of just on their own doing whatever they do. And then we got BvB, Brigade, Proxy, big picks coming in. We got some people doing some things in that contest. Our whole rest of the season has changed a lot because you guys have won.
Live.
It's been a pleasure meeting you and getting these texts and things like that and putting the picks in, with our admin. But we got some people doing some things that may be making some moves and all kinds of other stuff. So we're living vicariously through you. Hopefully you guys all keep that run going.
Two things for me before we run here. Finally, this is the Roll Call Friday. 5 countries. Look how many red dots that is. That's unbelievable.
That's fantastic.
That is the Brigade as to where you guys are internationally, nationally, locally, statewide, all over the country. We can't thank you guys enough. That's amazing to see that being represented like that. We'll do that each and every week here on BvB. And then finally, I saw this on Twitter today, and I went down a rabbit hole on this. Mitchell Robinson plays for the New York Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, down south in Louisiana, his high school coach, his wife passed away. He was extremely close to both of them. He was there with them throughout the entire process. He called his high school coaches, Butch Stockton, his name. He called his wife Mama. They were that close. He was with the entire time. When she passed, he was there. He was with them. Butch is old. He's older. I mean, probably somewhere around 75, 80 years old. Mr. Robinson told him, there's nothing for you here anymore. You're coming with me. Took his high school coach, moved his high school coach in with him in New York, and they're roommates right now. They're living together. Guy told the story on New York Sport on SNY last night about how him and Mitchell Robinson are hanging out together.
Mitchell Robinson is who, for the people that don't know?
Center for the New York Knicks. He invited him, said, come on up here, be a part of it. You don't want to be down there by yourself. There's nothing for you. Your wife, a long time, married for years and years. You're going to come. You're going to live with me until things get right. I got you. You don't got to worry about anything. I'll take care of everything. I got you. Mitchell Robinson, more people like you, my friend. That is a phenomenal story. Warms my heart to see that. It's awesome.
And you got me choked up with that one. That was good.
It's phenomenal that he did that. And it's just pictures of him with Butch's wife, who's sick. He's in the hospital with her. It's a long-standing relationship. But a guy who decides, look, I'm, taking care of you. You took care of me in high school. You got me to where I'm at. I'm an NBA basketball player. I got you. You're living with me in New York. Get out of here. Go here. Mitchell Robinson. Favorite thing about today, my friend. That is an awesome. Hats off to you. Love it.
Wow.
Love you all. Thank you for being here. Before we run, if you miss any part of the show or you want us during the weekends, you guys can go ahead, point your phone right there, that QR code that'll take you to Apple Podcasts so you guys can listen to the show if you're in audio. If you ever can't watch the show look, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's hard to stay a whole damn show, okay? You can go back and either watch it on YouTube or watch it on Apple or listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible too, as well. Just go get it. What's wrong?
Just saw Joe Flacco starting Sunday for the Cleveland Browns. If you like the Rams, you better bet them out.
Hammer the Rams.
What the hell just happened? Joe Flacco.
Told you. Did I tell you on the air? I said to go get somebody else. Anybody but DRT. Who? Joe Flacco. You're like, Joe Flacco. So go get Joe Flacco. They went and got Joe Flacco. Did exactly what we thought was going to happen.
I can't believe it.
Go get Joe Flacco.
We'll be on Sports Grid, people.
Talking about it.
Want it, like it. See you then, 5 o'clock. If not, have a great weekend.
Back on Monday.